Chapter 528. Roar. Following two low roars, Qin Feng and Liu Chen were released at the same time. Their bodies went limp and they fell onto the bed. The effects of the angel grass quickly dissipated, and Qin Feng and Liu Chen regained their consciousness. Liu Chen's expression changed drastically. She looked at the video call that was still going on, and then at Qin Feng's naked body. Liu Chen was so shocked that she almost smashed her phone. Qin Feng had just woken up when he heard a dolphin sound coming from the phone. It felt like the sound was going to shatter his phone screen. Qin Feng looked at Liu Chen, who was clutching her chest and looked like she was going crazy. He suddenly froze. Chen, what are you doing? Why aren't you wearing anything? After Qin Feng asked this question, he felt that it was unnecessary because he realized that he wasn't wearing any clothes. The memories of the two of them going crazy rushed into their minds. When Qin Feng recalled it, he was immediately dumbfounded. Although he really wanted to do it with Liu Chen, he knew Liu Chen. Why would this woman take the initiative to call him to play this kind of game? Qin Feng, you're too shameless. I don't want to see you ever again, Liu Chen roared, and the video was turned off. Liu Chen threw her phone away, her chest heaving in anger. She finally understood now. No wonder Qin Feng said this pill would have an unexpected effect. It was actually an aphrodisiac. Rumble. In a fit of anger, Liu Chen used all the strength in her body. The phone that she threw directly exploded on the wall, smashing a small hole in the hard concrete wall. This scared Liu Chen silly. Boo-hoo, you even bully me with your cell phone. Qin Feng, you'll die a horrible death. Liu Chen thought that the phone had smashed a small hole in the wall, so she grabbed a bottle of skin care oil from the table and smashed it again. Bang! With a loud bang, the bottle of skin care oil shattered into pieces, and a small hole appeared in the wall. This time, Liu Chen was really scared. She knew that her strength wasn't that great. No matter how much strength she used, it was impossible for her to make a small hole in the wall, right? Moreover, this pit was really not small. Liu Chen even forgot to be angry at Qin Feng. She hurriedly went to the wall and looked carefully. He really smashed a small hole. Is this wall a reinforced concrete wall? Isn't that a little too weak? Liu Chen still couldn't react. She looked at her pink fist and hesitated for a while. In the end, she gritted her teeth and punched the wall. Bang! A muffled sound rang out, and a layer of the wall's skin fell off, but Liu Chen's tender fist was completely fine. Qin Feng is mad at me, the cell phone is mad at me, and now even this wall is shoddy. Are you trying to kill me? Tomorrow, I'm going to complain to the developer. How can this kind of shoddy construction be so expensive? Liu Chen was so angry that her breasts were trembling. Even now, she didn't realize that her strength had increased and her body had become stronger. She still thought that there was a problem with the materials used to build the wall. Liu Chen was extremely angry, but Qin Feng was secretly laughing foolishly. Even though Qin Feng didn't know why Liu Chen would suddenly go crazy and play this kind of game with him, since it had already happened, Qin Feng felt that once he returned to Acropolis City, he would definitely be able to take down Liu Chen. This was a hint from Liu Chen. With a joyful mood, Qin Feng quickly put on his clothes and prepared to return to Acropolis City. At this moment, the phone on the bed suddenly rang. Bing Bing, you miss me, right? The call was from Liu Bing Bing. She almost never took the initiative to call Qin Feng. Qin Feng realized that today was a really good day. All kinds of strange things happened. Qin Feng, where are you? Liu Bing Bing's voice was cold and a little anxious. I'm in Heping Town, the small town we did the first time, Qin Feng said with a smile. The other side of the phone was silent for a long time. Then, Liu Bing Bing's voice came again. You're not in the provincial capital? Why are you in Heping Town? It's a long story. Bing Bing, why are you looking for me? Qin Feng asked. I want you to come with me to investigate the situation. A few days ago, a group of my subordinates in Acropolis City went to Heping Town to search for Fengyun Fun City, but there's no news of them. I suspect that they've been arrested. I didn't expect that Fengyun Fun City would reopen after being shut down last time. I want you to come with me and check out the situation. Qin Feng didn't expect that Liu Bingbing was worried about this matter. Not long ago, Qin Feng saved Li Dao's life. Bingbing, is the subordinate you mentioned called Li Dao?
Huh.
How did you know? Oh, didn't I see him when the city was shut down? That's why I remember his name. By the way, is Li Dao a sissy? Qin Feng felt a chill in his heart when he thought of Li Dao. Sissy? No, he's not. When I was working in Acropolis City, he was quite normal. He even pursued me. Liu Bingbing didn't know why Qin Feng asked her these questions. She also didn't know why she told Qin Feng that Li Dao pursued her. It was as if she wanted to make Qin Feng jealous and pay more attention to her in the future. He chased after you? I can't tell. Having seen Li Dao's sissy side, Qin Feng wasn't jealous at all. Liu Bingbing thought Qin Feng would say something, but he didn't. She was a little unhappy. She said coldly, since you're in Heping Town, help me go to Fengyun Fun City. Of course, no problem. But you have to promise me something, Qin Feng said with a smile. Liu Bingbing seemed to have guessed what Qin Feng was going to say next. After a moment of silence, she said, you go first. After I save Li Dao and the other victims, the next time we meet, you have to serve me. Qin Feng's smile was unusually vulgar. Liu Bingbing knew Qin Feng was going to say these disgusting things. She immediately yelled coldly, Qin Feng, be serious. I'm talking about serious business. Yeah, I'm talking about serious business too, Qin Feng said seriously. Liu Bingbing knew Qin Feng too well. She was defeated by Qin Feng. After a moment of hesitation, she bit her lip and agreed. Okay. But you have to save them first. Okay. I'll go back to Acropolis City first. I'll find you when I go to the provincial capital, Qin Feng said with a smile. What? Why are you going to Acropolis City now? Go and save them first. Otherwise, I won't agree to your request. Liu Bingbing was anxious. Qin Feng continued with a smile, I've already saved them. I met Li Dao at Fengyun Fun City and saved him and the other victims along the way. Liu Bingbing was silent for a few seconds. She breathed heavily and said, Qin Feng, you're shameless. Liu Bingbing angrily hung up on Qin Feng. Qin Feng looked unhappy. I'm shameless. I've already saved them. How am I shameless? After hanging up the call with Liu Bingbing, Qin Feng hailed a taxi and rushed back to Acropolis City. Originally, Qin Feng planned to rush to Li Yuchen's home and fight with her for real. However, he couldn't get through to Li Yuchen's phone no matter what, so he could only go to the Royal Hotel. In the hotel, Bai Qing was busy working. She had been promoted to the vice president of the hotel, so she was very busy. Qin Feng didn't disturb Bai Qing. After saying goodbye to her, he went to Presidential Suite 888. After returning to his room, Qin Feng took off his suit shirt and lay comfortably on the bed. During his trip to Heping Town, he had completed quite a number of quests. Moreover, he had earned quite a number of hedonist points from hunting martial artists. Now, Qin Feng was ready to do some research and purchase some more powerful equipment. Master. Qin Feng's consciousness entered the hedonist sovereign system. Little Pig leaped lightly and landed on Qin Feng's shoulder. Little Pig, how many hedonist points do I have now? Qin Feng asked excitedly. Master, you have a total of 59,000 hedonist point. Little Pig scratched Qin Feng's neck with its pink paws. It was having a lot of fun. Qin Feng looked at the 59,000 hedonist points and was extremely excited. However, he didn't rush to buy the items from the system. Instead, he took out a fiery red pill the size of an egg and examined it carefully. The Fire Spirit Pill was a random reward from the system for completing the third side mission of the Yun Province disturbance. Find out the truth behind the collaboration between the Li family of Yunhai City and the Verdant sect. As soon as Qin Feng took out the pill, a rich medicinal fragrance filled the air. Master, do you want to eat this pill? Little Pig asked just as Qin Feng was about to eat the Fire Spirit Pill. What's wrong? I can't eat this thing. Qin Feng immediately stopped. That's not it. Little Pig began to explain. The fire spirit pill can allow an orthodox inner chi stage martial cultivator to produce fire attribute demonic energy in their body after taking it, turning them into a fire attribute demonic cultivator. This type of pill is very precious, and many traditional martial cultivators want to obtain a similar elemental spirit pill. However, this type of pill has no effect on Master, because Master can release flames with the Rat Halo's spear. What Little Pig said made sense. Qin Feng raised his eyebrows slightly. The Rat Halo's spear requires the purchase of a flame ball to release a fireball. After all, it's an ability outside of my body. If I eat the fire spirit pill, I'll become a demonic cultivator and become much stronger. Little Pig didn't refute Qin Feng's words. It continued, Master is right. However, if Master completes the fourth side mission of the Yun Province disturbance and forcefully returns to the Yun Province, you'll receive the Myriad Beast spell. That cultivation technique is much more powerful than the fire spirit pill. Qin Feng quickly looked at the fourth side mission of the Yun Province disturbance. Not only was the Myriad Beast spell rewarded, but it was also a set of blood demon armor. What's the effect of the Myriad Beast spell? Qin Feng quickly asked. Chapter 529. Dual Attributed Demon Cultivator? That sounds very powerful. Qin Feng muttered. Of course it's powerful. Only true Qi stage martial artists are able to transform the true Qi within their body into various elements, and there are experts who possess both ice and fire attributes. Moreover, not all true Qi stage martial artists are able to transform two or more types of true Qi. Generally speaking, they can only transform one type, unless the martial artist's body condition is very special, or if they have obtained a high-level cultivation technique, only then will there be dual attribute martial artists. Qin Feng had only been on the path of cultivation for half a year, so he was still unclear about many things in the world of martial artists. Moreover, the most powerful enemy Qin Feng had encountered so far was only a stage 8 inner Qi cultivator. As for true Qi stage martial artists, Qin Feng felt that they were still quite far away from him. After listening to Little Pig's words, Qin Feng finally understood the true use of the fire spirit pill. Fire in one hand and ice in the other. What a wonderful and strange scene. Lil Pig, can that 10,000 beasts technique make me a dual attribute cultivator? Qin Feng asked, eager to try. Master, I already said that this is the system's restriction, so I can't tell you. If you want to know, finish the fourth side mission of Yun Province disturbance as soon as possible. Although Little Pig didn't answer directly, Qin Feng already understood that the Myriad Beast spell could make him a dual attributed cultivator. This made Qin Feng extremely excited. One of the yin-yang elders was a fire-type demonic cultivator, while the other was an ice-type demonic cultivator. The two of them were usually very arrogant together. When Qin Feng became an ice-type and fire-type dual cultivator, he would definitely scare them to death. After understanding the usage of the fire spirit pill, Qin Feng decided not to eat it anymore. It would be a waste if he just ate it like that. Moreover, a beautiful figure appeared in Qin Feng's mind. Isn't Hua Yang an ice attribute demon cultivator? If she ate this fire spirit pill, she might be able to cultivate her into a dual attribute demon cultivator. Putting aside the matter of the fire spirit pill, Qin Feng's attention returned to the 59,000 Hedonist points. With so many Hedonist points, Qin Feng could choose some more powerful equipment or superior secret techniques. Qin Feng looked through the list of items between 30,000 and 50,000 in the system. There were tens of thousands of treasures densely packed together, and each treasure had its own special use and function. Qin Feng was dazzled by the number of treasures, and he almost developed a phobia of choice. Master, you already have a blue-grade battle armor and weapon, and with your current Hedonist points, you can at most buy a blue-grade support equipment, such as speed-increasing boots or a belt that strengthens your body. These items won't be very helpful to Master's current strength, so I suggest that Master buy a powerful secret manual. The Little Pig could sense what Qin Feng was thinking, so it came out to help Qin Feng. Little Pig drew a line in the air with its tender little hooves, and the image on the Hedonist sovereign system changed. A row of secret manuals between 40,000 and 50,000 Hedonist points appeared. There were sword skills, saber skills, staff skills, and special martial skills like Windblade and Vajra esoteric arts. There were more than 100 of them, and Qin Feng couldn't close his mouth. Qin Feng looked at them seriously for a while, and his gaze finally fell on the killer book. This was a black-rank middle-grade secret manual, and the system's price was 30,000 Hedonist points. It was 10,000 Hedonist points more than the Heaven-Burning Flames technique. Qin Feng was very clear about the power of the Heaven-Burning Flames technique, and it seemed that the killer book was also an extremely powerful martial skill. Qin Feng selected the killer book and looked at it. Killer book. Cultivation method rank, black rank middle grade cultivation method introduction, a long-lost demon sect secret manual. In battle, the more enemies the host kills, the more powerful the host will become. There is no upper limit. System price, 30,000 Hedonist points. The killer book's introduction was simple, but it made Qin Feng's blood boil with excitement. He thought of the popular KOK game. With the killer book in hand, you can become a pretentious dog. I'll buy it. Qin Feng thought and spent 30,000 Hedonist points to purchase the killer book. In the next second, an unfamiliar and vast memory surged into Qin Feng's mind, and he grimaced in pain. Ding! Congratulations, Host Qin Feng, for completing the growth mission. Host Qin Feng has spent more than 100,000 Hedonist points to level up to rank 6 Hedonist Mortal. The system rewards Host Qin Feng 30,000 Hedonist points, Sky-Occupying Spirit Stone, and Time Gate. The system's notification rang in Qin Feng's mind. Qin Feng had just spent 30,000 Hedonist points to purchase the killer book. He didn't expect that a growth mission would return 30,000 Hedonist points to him. Looking at the glowing Sky-Occupying Spirit Stone in the system, Qin Feng made a grabbing motion in the air. The pebble-like stone emitting a milky white glow fell into Qin Feng's hand. Master, the Sky-Occupying Spirit Stone is a rare, naturally formed jade. It can absorb spiritual qi on its own. Once it's full, Master can use the Sky-Occupying Spirit Stone to perform a divination. According to the amount of spiritual qi in this Sky-Occupying Spirit Stone, you can only use it once a month. Little Pig said excitedly as it looked at the Sky-Occupying Spirit Stone. Qin Feng was deeply shocked by the Sky-Occupying Spirit Stone. He didn't expect there to be such a miraculous treasure in this world. Qin Feng held the Sky-Occupying Spirit Stone in his hand and started to think about the unknown. He wanted to divine the identity of the two mysterious black-clothed men that appeared in the Amethyst Dragon Palace. He also wanted to divine the identity of Prince William and the man who was wrapped in black cloth when he caught Taoist Rakshasa at Ghost Mountain. He also wanted to divine the number of wives he would have in the future. Qin Feng pondered for a while and came up with a few directions that he wanted to divine. But in the end, he didn't divine any of them. Instead, he divined something else. It was a person that he couldn't forget, a person that he missed dearly. I want to look for Shu Ruo Ru's current situation, Qin Feng thought to himself. The Sky-Occupying Spirit Stone suddenly trembled. The milky white light around it shone brightly and condensed into a mirror in the air. The blurry image in the mirror gradually became clearer. It was a place with verdant hills, clear waters, and fragrant flowers. It was as beautiful as a utopia. Butterflies fluttered on the grassy plains. On the opposite cliff, there was a waterfall that plunged 3,000 feet down. In the cave behind the waterfall, there was a beautiful figure. She had an oval face, willow-shaped eyebrows, snow-white skin, and a tall and supple body. She wore a plain long dress and held a peachwood sword in her hand. She was practicing her martial arts behind the waterfall. Ruo Ru? Qin Feng's pupils shrank as he looked at the pharaoh-like woman behind the waterfall. She looked so familiar yet strange at the same time. Qin Feng was sure that this woman was Shu Ruo Ru. However, he couldn't figure out how she learned martial arts. Moreover, judging from Shu Ruo Ru's nimble movements, her strength was on par with his. What's going on? This is impossible. There's something wrong with the Sky-Occupying Spirit Stone. When he saw Shu Ruo Ru, Qin Feng lost control of his emotions. He punched the Sky-Occupying Spirit Stone and sent it flying. The mirror disappeared, and the image in the mirror also disappeared. Little Pig anxiously yelled, "Master, calm down. The image just now must be real. The sky-occupying spirit stone's divination is 100% accurate. It won't change. Impossible. How could Shu Ruo be a martial artist? She was a weak woman before. Where is she? I need to locate her. At first, Qin Feng thought he had forgotten about Shu Ruo, but when he saw her, his memories came flooding back like a tide. Qin Feng wanted nothing more than to fly to Shu Ruo and ask her why she betrayed him and what kind of threat she was under. Master, locating Shu Ruo's location costs 100,000 hedonist point. Little Pig said, a little disappointed. He missed Shu Ruo a little. 100,000? Why is it so expensive? Is Shu Ruo really that powerful? Qin Feng was given a big fright. Little Pig had said that the hedonist points would be awarded based on the strength of the person chosen. What did 100,000 hedonist points mean? Master, it's not because of Shu Ruo's strength. It's because the place she's in is very hidden. The magnetic field is very different from the one we're in now, so it costs a lot of hedonist points to locate her. Qin Feng understood after Little Pig's explanation. Qin Feng had never seen the place shown in the mirror before. Even China's 5A grade natural scenic area wasn't as beautiful as that place. It was like a paradise, a place that didn't eat the food of the mortal world. Qin Feng's mood suddenly sank when he couldn't locate Shu Ruo. He didn't even have the heart to check what the Time Gate's reward was. Master, don't blame me. At least you know that Shu Ruo is still alive. I'm sure that as long as Master continues to become stronger, you'll be able to find her one day and solve all of the mysteries. Seeing Qin Feng's dejected expression, the little pig jumped into his arms and rubbed his face. Qin Feng's gaze slowly became resolute. Little Pig was right. In this world, the strong were respected. Qin Feng sat up again and looked at the hedonist system. Now that Qin Feng was a rank 6 hedonist mortal, the system had opened a new interface, Alchemy Pavilion. Achem. Little Pig, why isn't the Alchemy Pavilion open? Qin Feng prepared to open the Alchemy Pavilion interface to examine it, but the interface was grey and couldn't be opened. Master, the hedonist system starts from rank 6 hedonist mortal, and the following interfaces become more and more powerful. Every time Master levels up, he only gains the right to open the corresponding interface. If you want to truly open the interface, you need to spend hedonist points to activate it, Little Pig explained. Qin Feng understood. He gave it a try and found that opening the Alchemy Pavilion interface required 30,000 hedonist points. This was quite expensive. However, Qin Feng had come into contact with quite a few medicinal pills, and he knew that these things were extremely important to cultivators. Moreover, in China, there were very few alchemists, and alchemists above grade 4 were even rarer. As long as Qin Feng opened the Alchemy Pavilion, he would be able to concoct medicinal pills in the future. It seemed that 30,000 hedonist points was worth it. Open. Chapter 530. Ding. Congratulations rank 6 hedonist Qin Feng for activating the Hedonist Sovereign System's Alchemy Pavilion interface. The system has rewarded Qin Feng with a free natural fire seed. The system's cold voice rang in Qin Feng's mind. A 3-legged cauldron over 3 meters tall stood in front of Qin Feng. The cauldron emitted a faint golden light and was surrounded by dense spiritual qi of heaven and earth. The 3-legged cauldron was very mighty and domineering. There were all sorts of strange runes and patterns carved on the cauldron's body. It emitted an ancient and mysterious aura. The cauldron of heaven and earth. Qin Feng carefully looked around the cauldron. The words Cauldron of Heaven and Earth were carved around the cauldron. This was clearly the name of the cauldron. Master, quickly test out the effects of the Cauldron of Heaven and Earth. Little Pig was pathetically short in front of the 3-meter-tall Cauldron of Heaven and Earth. It ran around the cauldron excitedly. Little Pig, how do I use the Cauldron of Heaven and Earth? Can I start concocting pills now? How about I refine a peerless rank 9 divine pill? I can raise my strength to the true Qi stage and kill all my enemies. Qin Feng was also very excited. Little Pig suddenly stopped and glared at Qin Feng. Master, Do you think the system is an idiot? Can you refine the golden pill of 9 transformations just by giving you the cauldron of heaven and earth? Are we going to continue writing this novel? Qin Feng was looked down upon by Little Pig, but he couldn't refute it. Qin Feng felt that Little Pig was right. He didn't want the novel to end so quickly. He hadn't had enough of being the main character. Then how do I refine this thing? Little Pig jumped onto Qin Feng's shoulder and explained, Master, the cauldron of heaven and earth requires a fire seed to refine pills. Different rank pills require different rank fire seeds. The system just gave Master a natural fire seed. Master can put it into the cauldron of heaven and earth. After Little Pig's reminder, Qin Feng remembered that the system had given him a natural fire seed. Qin Feng didn't know what a natural fire seed was, so he followed Little Pig's instructions. With a thought, a ball of fire descended from the sky and fell directly into the cauldron of heaven and earth. Rumble. As the natural fire seed fell, the cauldron of heaven and earth, which was originally quiet and seemed to be in a deep sleep, suddenly emitted a golden light. Clusters of intense flames emerged from the bottom of the cauldron of heaven and earth and burned the mouth of the cauldron of heaven and earth. The cauldron of heaven and earth also slowly began to rotate. The runes and ancient patterns on the body of the cauldron of heaven and earth seemed to have a life of their own. They were so vivid and lifelike that Qin Feng was fascinated by them. Master, don't just stand there like a fool. You need to buy the recipe and ingredients to refine the pill. Right now, there's nothing in the heaven and earth cauldron. Even if you wait for a year, nothing will come out. Little Pig's voice rang out. Qin Feng immediately came to his senses. It was said that martial artists were rare in China, and alchemists were even rarer. Qin Feng didn't expect that he would become an alchemist after activating the Hedonist system's alchemy pavilion. The cauldron of heaven and earth was still burning by itself. Qin Feng was excitedly looking through the various pill recipes in the system. He didn't know it before, but he was shocked when he saw them. Grade 2 and below pill recipes all cost at least 1,000 hedonist points, and the more expensive ones cost tens of thousands. Grade 3 and above pill recipes all cost at least 30,000 hedonist points, and there was no upper limit of 100,000 hedonist points. Qin Feng only spent 40,000 to 50,000 hedonist points to buy cultivation methods and spiritual equipment. He didn't expect a pill recipe to be so expensive. It seemed that the hedonist sovereign system was as deceitful as ever. Master, you can only refine grade 1 pills now. You don't need to look at the higher pill recipes. Even if you buy them, you won't be able to refine them. Qin Feng was already deeply shocked, and now Little Pig added another stab to his back. Qin Feng's face was as black as the bottom of a pot. He glared at Little Pig and yelled, "Why can I only refine grade 1 pills now? Is it because my current strength and realm aren't enough?" Of course, refining pills is related to one's strength and realm, but the correlation isn't big. If a stage 4 inner Qi master can refine grade 3 pills, a stage 7 inner Qi master with low talent might not even be able to refine grade 1 pills, Little Pig explained. The most important requirement for a master alchemist is to have a strong 6 senses. Secondly, there are requirements for the cauldron, fire seed, and medicinal ingredients. Without a good cauldron and a powerful fire seed, it's impossible to refine high-quality pills. Then what are my current limitations? Master, your 6 senses are quite strong. If you activate the Sacred Azure Battle Armor's 6 senses unobstructed function, refining pills will be like child's play. However, the cauldron of heaven and earth and the nature fire seed are of lower grade. The elementary cauldron of heaven and earth can refine grade 1 to grade 2 pills, but the nature fire seed gifted by the system can only refine grade 1 pills. Therefore, if Master wants to refine high-quality pills, you'll have to upgrade the cauldron and fire seed. Qin Feng finally understood after Little Pig's explanation. He casually glanced at the system's fire seed interface and discovered that the system only sold the most common nature fire seed. As for upgrading the cauldron of heaven and earth, it was quite expensive. At least, Qin Feng didn't have enough hedonist points to upgrade it. Why doesn't the system sell higher-grade fire seeds? Qin Feng asked in confusion. There are 5 types of fire seeds for refining pills. According to the power and rarity of the fire seeds, they are nature fire seed, demonic chi fire seed, true chi fire seed, myriad beast true fire seed, and mysterious fire seed of heaven and earth. Nature fire seeds are the most common flames in nature, such as the fire of a gas stove or the fire of a lighter. These flames are very common, and the system can easily capture and collect them. As for the other types of fire seeds, they are not easy to capture and must be devoured immediately. The stronger the fire seed, the more self-awareness it will have. If the system devours the fire seed, master, you won't be able to use it even if you buy it. Qin Feng didn't expect there to be so many magical things in the world. Before he obtained the Hedonist sovereign system, he had no access to these things. Now, as Qin Feng grew stronger, the things he came into contact with became richer and richer. There were all kinds of strange things, and Qin Feng was amazed. The system didn't sell other types of fire seeds, and Qin Feng couldn't refine grade 2 and above pills for the time being. Therefore, he chose 2 grade 1 pill formulas from the system. Refreshment pill, a pill that increases one's reflexes and agility in battle. The system sells it for 1,000 hedonist points. Healing pill, quickly heals minor injuries, especially for superficial wounds. The system sells it for 1,000 hedonist points. These 2 pills weren't very useful to Qin Feng, so he bought them to try refining pills. He spent 2,000 hedonist points on them. 2 enormous memories surged into Qin Feng's mind. They were the steps to refine the refreshment pill and the healing pill, as well as some things to take note of. To Qin Feng's relief, when the system sold the 2 pill formulas, it included some medicinal ingredients, which were the ingredients needed to refine the 2 pills. Qin Feng didn't need to buy the medicinal ingredients separately, so he directly threw all the medicinal ingredients for the refreshing pill into the cauldron of heaven and earth. Master, activate the sacred azure battle armor's function, Little Pig reminded. Qin Feng had activated hyper-intuition once when he was fighting against the martial artists in Hepping Town. Fortunately, it was already past midnight, and the sacred azure battle armor's hyper-intuition had recovered. Buzz. Qin Feng activated hyper-intuition with his mind. His reaction speed and sensitivity had increased tenfold. He stretched out his hands, and 2 balls of flames danced in his palms. As he moved his palms, the flames under the cauldron of heaven and earth moved along with him. After obtaining the refreshment pill formula and the cauldron of heaven and earth, Qin Feng, who knew nothing about refining pills, was now very familiar with it. He sat quietly on his bed and used his mind to refine pills in the system. His whole body exuded the tranquil and profound aura of an alchemist. Rumble. After an unknown period of time, an explosion suddenly occurred, and a dozen pills that shone with golden light shot out from the cauldron of heaven and earth. Qin Feng waved his hand, and all the refreshment pills fell into his palm. It smells good. Let's see how it tastes. This was Qin Feng's first time refining pills. He was very excited, so he grabbed 2 refreshment pills and tossed them into his mouth. If those martial artists were to witness this scene, they would definitely want to gouge their own eyes out. Although this refreshment pill was not considered a very precious pill, it was still sold for 100,000 yuan in Martial Artist Town's St. Medic Hall, which was 100 points per bottle. There were only 5 pills in one bottle. Phew. The 2 refreshment pills melted as soon as they entered Qin Feng's mouth. A wave of cool and refreshing spiritual energy spread in Qin Feng's mouth and quickly flowed into every part of his body. Qin Feng, who was a bit tired from refining pills, suddenly felt refreshed. It was a very strange feeling. With the success of refining the refreshment pills, Qin Feng could be considered to have half a foot in the ranks of alchemists. He looked at the sacred azure battle armor and saw that hypersensory still had 10 minutes left. Qin Feng hurriedly threw all the ingredients for the healing pills into the cauldron of heaven and earth, then sat cross-legged and began to refine the healing pills. 10 minutes later, another explosion sounded from the cauldron of heaven and earth, and 15 healing pills flew out. Qin Feng looked at the small, black pills in his hand and was very happy. These 2 consecutive times of refining pills were very successful, which meant that Qin Feng's current ability was more than enough to refine stage 1 pills. Holy crap, what's going on? After refining the pills, Qin Feng's consciousness exited the hedonist system and returned to the real world. Qin Feng was shocked when he saw his fiery palms. Master, the system gave you a natural fire seed. Not only can you refine pills in the system, Master can also use this fire seed in the real world, Little Pig explained. That's amazing. Doesn't that mean I'm a fire-type demon cultivator? Qin Feng cried out in surprise. You can't be considered a demon cultivator. The flames are triggered by Master's inner chi, so you can only create flames in your palms and attack enemies at close range. You can't release fireballs from a distance like a real fire-type demon cultivator, Little Pig said. Chapter 531. Rumble. Qin Feng's thoughts moved slightly, and the flames on his palms burned even more vigorously. His thoughts disappeared, and so did the flames on his palms. The ability to create fire out of thin air was truly miraculous. Qin Feng started the fire and extinguished it at the same time. Ah! Qin Feng, don't worry. I'll go to the washroom to get you some water. While Qin Feng was having fun, Bai Qing finished her work and walked into the presidential suite. Seeing Qin Feng's hands on fire, Bai Qing was so scared that she cried out. She didn't understand how Qin Feng managed to set his hands on fire. Bai Qing didn't have time to ask and hurriedly ran to the washroom. Qing, don't worry. I'm just playing with myself. Seeing that Bai Qing was scared out of her wits, Qin Feng hurriedly extinguished the flames. Bai Qing ran halfway and suddenly stopped. Seeing that there was nothing on Qin Feng's hands, Bai Qing felt like she was deranged. Huh? I saw 2 balls of fire just now. Why are they gone? Seeing Bai Qing's silly and adorable appearance, Qin Feng was amused. With a slight thought, 2 balls of fire appeared on his palms with a rumble, and they burned even more fiercely than before. Qin Feng, your hands are burning. Does it hurt? What should I do? What should I do? Bai Qing had just calmed down, but she immediately became anxious again. Seeing the flames on Qin Feng's hands rise more than half a meter high, Bai Qing was scared silly. Hee. I released these flames myself, so they won't burn me. Don't worry. Seeing that he was almost done teasing her, Qin Feng put away the flames. Bai Qing was dumbstruck. She felt that Qin Feng was performing a magic trick. After coming back to her senses, Bai Qing hurriedly threw herself into Qin Feng's arms and grabbed his hands to carefully examine them. Are you really okay? Qin Feng, when did you learn magic? This kind of magic is too dangerous. Don't play it next time. Bai Qing didn't believe that Qin Feng released the flames himself because it completely defied common sense. Qin Feng hugged Bai Qing, who was wearing a black silk uniform, in his arms. His big hands unscrupulously pinched her full breasts and said with a smile, Okay. I won't play with fire. I'll play with you. You're so annoying. Bai Qing let out a soft moan. Her delicate body softened, and she directly lay in Qin Feng's arms, allowing Qin Feng to caress her as he pleased. Bai Qing's body twisted, and she reacted very quickly. Her pretty face was so red that water was about to drip out. Qin Feng had been poisoned by the angel grass in Hepping Town, but he had only vented his anger with Li Yu Chen through the video call. Now, Qin Feng still had some unvented anger in his heart. Now, he carried Bai Qing onto the big bed, and the 2 of them were madly entangled. It had been a week since Qin Feng arrived at Yun Province from the capital. In the past week, Qin Feng had done a lot of big things. First, he had crushed the Ma family of Sky City. Then, he had annihilated the Sima family of Acropolis City. After that, he had gone to Ninghai City and overturned the secret base of the Li family and the Verdant sect. He had also killed many martial artists. These incidents had caused a huge reaction in the upper class of society. Qin Feng's reputation had risen once again. He had become an influential figure in the 4 cities of Yun Province. This was especially true in Acropolis City. Qin Feng's title as the hedonistic young master was very well known. 3 months ago, the Qin family was suppressed, and both Qin Feng and Qin Huang went missing. The people of Acropolis City thought that the Qin family had fallen into desolation. Who would have thought that Qin Feng would return triumphantly after 3 short months? He had eradicated all his enemies and stabilized the Qin family's position. Qin Feng, where are you? Lin Bei Bei sounded a little anxious on the other side of the phone. Bei Bei, what's wrong? Did something happen? Where are you? I'll go and find you now. Qin Feng asked hastily. I'm fine. I'm shopping with my mom. I heard the whole street talking about you. They said you destroyed the Sima family and the Fang family of the 5 small families. Are you all right? Lin Bei Bei's voice was filled with worry. I'm fine. Have fun shopping with Auntie. I'll go and find you later. Qin Feng comforted Lin Bei Bei. Only then did Lin Bei Bei feel relieved and hung up the phone. Liu Wenjing called again as soon as Qin Feng hung up the phone. Qin Feng, are you crazy? The customers in Fei Tian Bar are spreading the news that you've caused a ruckus in Acropolis City. They said you've attracted the attention of the higher-ups and some people are starting to suppress you. Are they telling the truth? Don't tell me you've slept with the daughter of some high-ranking official and refused to admit it. Now, they're taking revenge on you. Qin Feng was speechless by Liu Wenjing's wild imagination. He curled his lips and said, "Don't mind them. They're just jealous of my talent. They're trying to slander me on purpose. Don't worry, I'm fine." After Liu Wenjing hung up the phone, Su Qiuyu called again. In short, Qin Feng spent the whole morning comforting his woman's emotions. Qin Feng, what's wrong? What did you do? Bai Qing had been tossed and turned for the better part of the night, so she hadn't had enough sleep yet. However, early in the morning, Qin Feng's phone rang endlessly. Bai Qing was completely awake from the noise and looked worriedly at Qin Feng. Qin Feng looked at Bai Qing's naked and charming body. He pulled her into his embrace and said calmly, "It's nothing big. It's just that I destroyed 2 families 2 days ago. The news is all over the city now, and everyone's talking about me." "Oh, then it's nothing big." Qin Feng, what did you say? You destroyed 2 big families. Why you should get dressed and run. I'll take care of this for you. If the police come and ask, I won't say anything even if they beat me to death. Bai Qing was about to lie down and sleep again. She suddenly sat up and stared at Qin Feng with wide eyes. Even Qin Feng jumped in fright. Qing, you scared me to death with your sudden movements. It's okay. Go back to sleep. Qin Feng caressed Bai Qing's chest fondly. Bai Qing didn't have the mood to care about this. She looked at Qin Feng seriously and said, "Qin Feng, you destroyed 2 families. How can you be okay? You should leave now. I'll take care of the Royal Hotel." Seeing Bai Qing so worried about him, Qin Feng felt a warm current flow in his heart. He hugged Bai Qing and comforted her. "Did you forget that I'm a martial artist? The 2 families I destroyed were also martial artists. The secular world has no right to interfere with the grudges and fights between us. It's fine as long as our actions don't affect the lives of ordinary people. You're a martial artist now. In the future, even if you kill other martial artists, there won't be a problem." Ever since Bai Qing ate the blood qi pill that Qin Feng gave her, she discovered that her skills had become extremely powerful. Until now, she still couldn't accept the changes in her body and strength, and even more couldn't accept that there were still cultivators in the real world. However, after hearing Qin Feng's words, Bai Qing slowly calmed down. She knew that her vision was very narrow. Perhaps what Qin Feng said was true. Bai Qing wasn't as nervous as before. Qing, go back to sleep. I'll wake you up when I leave. Let's go out to eat." Qin Feng comforted Bai Qing and hugged her to sleep in his arms. Bai Qing was really exhausted last night. Now, lying in Qin Feng's warm embrace, she slept very soundly. Seeing that Bai Qing had fallen asleep, Qin Feng's consciousness entered the Hedonist system. "Little pig, why hasn't the 4th side mission of the Yun province disturbance been completed?" Qin Feng asked curiously. The 4th side mission of the Yun province disturbance was to make Qin Feng return to the Yun province with a strong force and intimidate the enemy forces. Now that Qin Feng had made a strong return and annihilated the Sima family, the Li family, and the Fang family, Qin Feng felt that it was time to complete the mission. "Master, I think it's because you didn't show enough power to meet the system's evaluation criteria, Little Pig explained. Then what criteria should I meet? The concept of completing this mission is a bit vague, Qin Feng complained. I'm not sure about that. Master, if you show more power to make a strong return, the mission will naturally be completed. After listening to Little Pig's explanation, Qin Feng could only think of a way to make his return more powerful. The reason why Qin Feng wanted to complete this mission was because the reward of the fourth side mission was the Blood Demon armor and the Myriad Beast spell. Qin Feng didn't know much about the Blood Demon armor, but the Myriad Beast spell was a treasure that Little Pig said was good. Qin Feng couldn't wait to get it. Make a strong return? Then I'll continue to build momentum and let the entire Yun province's 4 cities know about my return. Qin Feng thought for a while and made a decision. He immediately took out his phone and made a call. Qin Feng, what's up? Su Qiuyu's voice came from the other end of the phone. She had taken the initiative to call Qin Feng to ask him about the annihilation of his family. Now, Qin Feng called her back. Qiuyu, how's the news about me in Sky City? Qin Feng asked. It's SOSO. Actually, I didn't learn about your situation from the people here. I've been paying attention to your movements. That's why I knew you had annihilated the Sima and Fang families. After listening to Su Qiuyu's words, Qin Feng realized that his domineering return wasn't strong enough. He continued, then I want you to spread the news in Sky City that I, Qin Feng, have conquered the Su family and suppressed the 4 major families of Sky City. I've also defeated the Ma family. Anyway, try to brag about me as much as you can and make my name known. After hesitating for a while, Su Qiuyu's voice came from the other end of the phone. Are you sure? Yes. Just do as I say. It's a long story. I'll explain it to you when I have the time, said Qin Feng. Okay. Take care of yourself. I'll go and get ready. Su Qiuyu hung up the phone. She was still puzzled. She didn't know what Qin Feng wanted to do. However, Su Qiuyu's personality had always been like this. Moreover, she was Qin Feng's woman now. Su Qiuyu only needed to do as Qin Feng said. Chapter 532. Long hair. How's the reorganization of the Feng group? Qin Feng asked. Young Master Qin, ever since you gave me the blood chi pill and helped me break through to become a martial artist, my strength has increased greatly. Now, Acropolis City has been unified by the Feng group, and I've wiped out all the disobedient small forces by myself. My strength isn't too great, and my hands are itching to beat people up every day. However, the underground forces of Acropolis City are peaceful, and no one dares to fight me. Longhair's voice was agitated. Qin Feng could feel Longhair's urge to fight someone through the phone. Then come find me at Royal Hotel. I'll spar with you, Qin Feng said with a smile. The phone immediately went silent. After a while, Longhair's dry laughter was heard. Hee hee. Young Master Qin, don't make fun of me. I've found someone to understand the situation. Inner Chi stage martial artists are divided into 9 stages, and I've just entered stage 2. Young Master Qin, you have the strength of a stage 4 Inner Chi stage martial artist. If I fight you, I'll be asking for it. Longhair immediately had stage fright. Qin Feng was just teasing Longhair. Now, he changed the topic and got down to business. All right, I won't fight you even if you want to. Don't you have nothing better to do? Now, mobilize all the forces of the Feng group in Acropolis City and find those arrogant and despotic young masters. Fiercely suppress their limelight. Also, spread my name and let everyone in Acropolis City know that I'm back. Fuck, young Master Qin, do you really want to do that? That's too fucking awesome. You don't know, but ever since you disappeared, those young masters in Acropolis City have become arrogant. They bully the people of the Feng group whenever they see them. We used to swallow our anger and humiliation. Now that you're back, it's time for the Feng group to take revenge. Longhair was extremely excited when he heard Qin Feng's words. Qin Feng didn't think that those young masters would hit him when he was down after he left. Now, Qin Feng didn't need to give them any face. He said coldly, take action immediately and slap their faces loudly. Haha. Okay, I'll do it right now. I guarantee young Master Qin will be satisfied. Long Hair excitedly hung up and started to get busy. Qin Feng continued to make calls. Yun Province had a total of 4 cities. Qin Feng had already settled Acropolis City and Sky City, so there was still Jincheng City and Ninghai City. Qin Feng already had a plan for Ninghai City, but Jincheng City was Han Yingying's family's territory. Qin Feng didn't know how to start in a short amount of time. After thinking for a while, Qin Feng called the people in Ninghai City first. Soon, an angry yell came from the phone. Qin Feng, damn you! You are a shameless villain. I curse you to have a son who doesn't have an anus and a mistress who is a ladyboy. How dare you change your phone number? Do you think Elder Yang and I can't find you? Just you wait, we'll come and collect your corpse right now. Qin Feng called Elder Yin. He had an agreement with the Yin-Yang elders that he would give them the other bottle of antidote if they destroyed the Li family in Ninghai City. However, after Qin Feng returned to Acropolis City, he changed his phone number to get rid of the Yin-Yang elders' tracking. He thought he had tricked the Yin-Yang elders again, but he didn't expect that he would need their help again. This time, Qin Feng almost got himself into trouble. Hee. I say, old man, why is your mouth full of foul-mouthed words? The language teacher in elementary school must be a hooligan, right? I called you this time to prepare the antidote. With your current attitude, I'll have to reconsider, Qin Feng said unhurriedly. The other end of the phone suddenly fell silent. Only the sound of Elder Yin's panting could be heard. After a while, Elder Yin's anger disappeared and he said with a smile, Oh, it's young hero Qin Feng. I was talking to an enemy on the phone just now. I thought it was him calling. Young hero Qin, Elder Yang and I have destroyed the Li family in Ninghai City. You must have heard the news. Where are you now? Elder Yang and I are going to get the antidote from you. You're an adult, but you lie and flatter all day long. Don't you feel disgusted? Qin Feng curled his lips. He found that Elder Yin had no bottom line. Elder Yin was so angry that his breathing quickened. He suppressed his anger and said with a smile, How can I be mentioned in the same breath as young hero Qin? A person like me is satisfied as long as I can survive in society. I don't care about elegance and bearing. Young hero Qin, where are you? We're going to find you. Ahem. Where are you guys? Qin Feng asked. We destroyed the Li family last night. We're still waiting for your news in Ninghai City, Elder Yin said. That's great. You guys can continue to stay in Ninghai City. I've spread the news that you guys destroyed the Li family. I believe the other big families in Ninghai City that are on good terms with the Li family are going to hunt you guys down. You guys should collect your corpses first, haha, Qin Feng said with a smile. Elder Yin's anger exploded at this moment. Qin Feng, fuck your ancestors. Are you fucking kidding me? You villain, don't let me catch you. Otherwise, I'll cut you into pieces, haha. Then let's talk about it after you find me. You don't even know that you've been fooled by me. With the IQ of you two monsters, I don't even want to play with you. If I were you, I would spread the news that Qin Feng killed the Li family in Ninghai City and purposely make other families enemies with Qin Feng. Aya, I think I've said too much. I'm hanging up. The busy tone came from the phone. Elder Yin hurriedly called back and found that his number had been blocked by Qin Feng. Fuck you. Bang. Elder Yin was so angry that he smashed his phone into pieces. Elder Yang was shocked and quickly asked, What's going on? What did that brat say? Fuck. We've been fooled by that brat again. He's a beast. He's hiding now. He doesn't plan to give us the antidote at all. I'm going to cut him into pieces. Old Yin's complexion turned ashen, and a burst of cold qi radiated from his body. Old Yang had to circulate the flaming sun palm's heart sutra to resist this cold qi. If an ordinary person stood next to Old Yin, they would have been frozen alive. Elder Yin, calm down. Let's think of a countermeasure first. Elder Yang was also infuriated by Qin Feng's shamelessness. However, he was still rational enough to think of a solution. After cursing for a while, Elder Yin gradually calmed down. Suddenly, He remembered Qin Feng's last words. A white light flashed before his eyes. He quickly said, Qin Feng has tricked us several times. We can't let him have a good time. Let's go and annihilate a few families in Ninghai City and put the blame on Qin Feng. I want to see how capable Qin Feng is to escape the pursuit of so many enemies. Elder Yang thought for a while and finally nodded. Okay. This is a good idea. Let's go and annihilate a few families first. After that, we'll go to Acropolis City and settle the score with Qin Feng. The Yin-Yang elders had a plan. They would go and annihilate the big families in Ninghai City. Both of them were stage 7 demon cultivators. Dealing with the ordinary big families in the secular world was child's play. Haha. I like these two old monsters more and more. Sitting on the bed, Qin Feng could imagine Elder Yin's action of annihilating the big families in Ninghai City. Qin Feng was so happy that he couldn't close his mouth. Bai Qing was lying in Qin Feng's arms. She was awakened by Qin Feng's movements. Her big and charming eyes curved into crescent moons. She looked at Qin Feng and asked, "What's the matter? Look at how happy you are." Seeing that Bai Qing was awake, Qin Feng's gaze fell on her smooth and jade-like body. He turned over and pressed Bai Qing down. Of course it's good news. Qin Feng was in high spirits early in the morning. He only stopped after torturing Bai Qing for a while. Bai Qing was tired and squeamish. She was not sleepy at all. She lay in Qin Feng's arms for a while longer. Then, they put on their clothes and prepared to go for breakfast. After leaving the Royal Hotel, Qin Feng called Lin Bei Bei and asked her to wait at the Amethyst Dragon Palace. Qin Feng drove Bai Qing to the entrance of the Amethyst Dragon Palace. Lin Bei Bei was already there. She was wearing a beautiful dress and colorful socks. She was waiting at the entrance. "Beauty, are you alone?" A man dressed in a white tang suit walked to Lin Bei Bei's side, smiling as he sized up Lin Bei Bei's figure. Two lackeys followed behind the man. Their gazes were covertly peeking at Lin Bei Bei. "I'm waiting for my boyfriend. He'll be here in a while." Lin Bei Bei saw a hint of frivolity in the man's eyes. She purposely took 2 steps back and kept her distance from the man. The man waved the wooden fan in his hand and followed Lin Bei Bei with a smile. "Beauty, I didn't expect you to have a boyfriend. What a pity." As soon as the man finished speaking, the 2 lackeys behind him immediately understood. They hurriedly added, "Beauty, do you know who this handsome young man is? He's the famous young Master Zhao of Acropolis City. He belongs to the Zhao family, one of the 5 big families in Acropolis City. He's even the eldest son of the family." The other lackey also chimed in with an exaggerated expression, "Ayo, I regret being born a man. If only I were a woman. Every day, I would think about how to get close to young Master Zhao. As long as young Master Zhao takes a liking to me, I'll be able to enjoy endless glory and wealth in the future. Beauty, you have to think this through. If you miss this opportunity, you'll regret it for the rest of your life." Young Master Zhao enjoyed the compliments from his 2 lackeys very much. He looked down at Lin Bei Bei with an air of superiority. He waved the wooden fan in his hand and said with a playful expression, "Beauty, do you have time? I'll treat you to the best private club in Acropolis City." As young Master Zhao spoke, he reached out his hand to hug Lin Bei Bei. Lin Bei Bei was shocked and instinctively pushed young Master Zhao. This time, Lin Bei Bei didn't control her strength well and directly slapped young Master Zhao away. He fell to the ground and screamed, "Ayo! Young Master Zhao, are you alright?" Chapter 533. Lin Bei Bei was stunned by the scene in front of her. She didn't think she had so much strength that she could send a 7-foot-tall man flying with a casual slap. Wasn't this man too weak and frail? In fact, ever since Lin Bei Bei had taken the blood chi pill and woken up, she had noticed that her body had undergone significant changes. Her strength had increased, her speed had increased, and her body had become more sensitive. There were a few times when Lin Bei Bei used too much force when she was eating and broke her chopsticks, which scared Mama Lin a few times. "Ah, don't come over, go away." Lin Bei Bei quickly regained her senses. Seeing Sir Zhao's lackey stretch out a pair of pig trotters to touch her, Lin Bei instinctively kicked him. Bang! This kick was extremely fast and landed directly on the muscular man's abdomen. With a muffled sound, the muscular man's body suddenly froze and he flew backwards in the blink of an eye. Ouch! It hurts, my bones are all broken. Is this woman a freaking weightlifter? How can she be so strong? Sir Zhao's lackey was subdued by Lin Bei in one move, causing Sir Zhao and the other lackey to tremble in fear. Sir Zhao stood up with difficulty with the help of his lackey. He was a bit afraid of Lin Bei, but he was a rich young master in Acropolis City. How could he be intimidated by a woman? Sir Zhao pretended to be calm and pointed at Lin Bei, shouting forcefully, "Bitch, you dare to touch me? Do you know whose territory this Acropolis City belongs to? Just you wait, I'll make you wish you were dead." Young Master Zhao had just finished his threat and was about to escape when a chuckle came from behind him. "Ha ha ha, I thought it was some wild dog barking on the streets, so it's Sir Zhao. I want to ask Sir Zhao, whose territory do you think Acropolis City belongs to?" Qin Feng hugged Bai Qing and walked to Sir Zhao's side. This was the first time in her life that Lin Bei had hit someone, so she was extremely nervous. When she saw Qin Feng walk over, it was as if Lin Bei had grabbed onto a straw in the water. She immediately ran into Qin Feng's embrace and held onto Qin Feng's other arm tightly. Bei, it's okay. With me here, no one can bully you." Qin Feng could feel Lin Bei's delicate body trembling. At this moment, he lightly caressed Lin Bei's jade back and looked at her with a doting expression. Bai Qing had seen Lin Bei at the Royal Hotel before and knew that this little beauty was also Qin Feng's woman. Bai Qing didn't make things difficult for Lin Bei and nodded and smiled at her. Lin Bei obediently nodded and smiled back at Bai Qing. The two beauties each held Qin Feng's arm and lay in Qin Feng's embrace. This scene was too harmonious. "Qin Feng, it's you. You're really back." Young Master Zhao looked as if he had seen a ghost. He was so scared that he couldn't even speak properly. Although the news of Qin Feng's return and the destruction of the Fang and Sima families had spread throughout Acropolis City, almost no one had actually seen Qin Feng. In fact, a large portion of the rich kids started to think that the news was fake and that Qin Feng had already died over 3 months ago. Now that Qin Feng was standing in front of Sir Zhao alive and well, how could he not be shocked? "Young Master Zhao, to think that I, Qin Feng, used to think of you as friends. I didn't think that after I went on a vacation, you would forget about me. Now that you see that I'm still alive, you must be very disappointed." Qin Feng looked at young Master Zhao with a smile. An indescribable feeling of fear welled up in young Master Zhao's heart. "Haha, young Master Qin, what are you saying? It's just that I haven't seen you in a long time. Now that I see you again, I'm excited." Young Master Zhao was someone who had been in and out of all sorts of big events. He quickly came back to his senses and flattered Qin Feng as if nothing had happened. "I'm very touched that young Master Zhao thinks about me so much. Haha. Of course. That's right, I suddenly remembered that I have important matters to attend to, so I won't disturb young Master Qin and the beauties. After I finish my work, I'll specially set up a table to welcome young Master Qin." Young Master Zhao saw that the situation wasn't good, so he turned around and wanted to escape. Qin Feng stepped forward and blocked his way. He chuckled and said, "Young Master Zhao, don't be in such a hurry to leave. We haven't finished our business." "Ah, what business do we have?" "Young Master Qin, please move aside. I really have urgent matters to attend to." Young Master Zhao's back was already covered in a layer of cold sweat. Qin Feng smiled and said, "There's a big matter between us. You just wanted to take liberties with my woman. Are you going to kneel in front of my woman and kowtow and admit your wrongs?" Young Master Zhao's expression suddenly became cold and a murderous glint flashed through his eyes. Lin Bei didn't think that Qin Feng would spoil her so much. She looked at Qin Feng nervously. Without waiting for Lin Bei to plead for young Master Zhao, Qin Feng rubbed Lin Bei's head and said, "Bei, kindness is for good people. Those scum of society need to be beaten." "Ching, don't you agree?" Lin Bei was still too kind. Because Bai Qing had struggled in society for many years, she knew the dangers of the world. She nodded and approved of Qin Feng's actions. Lin Bei knew that Qin Feng was doing this for her own good, so she didn't say anything. She tightly hugged Qin Feng and buried her head in his chest, not looking at anything. Achem. Young Master Zhao, why haven't you done anything? Do you want me to help you? Qin Feng raised his eyebrows. Young Master Zhao's expression became more and more unsightly. This was the entrance to the Amethyst Dragon Palace, and there were many people coming and going. If he knelt in front of Qin Feng here, how would he have the face to show his face in Acropolis City? Qin Feng, don't push your luck. Do you still think you're Acropolis City's #1 hedonistic young master? So what if you came back alive? Your Qin manor is fucking destroyed, and I call you young Master Qin in front of you. If you piss me off, I'll step on you like a bug. Whoosh. The wind howled, and a white light flashed. Young Master Zhao, who was cursing, suddenly let out a blood-curdling scream. He subconsciously covered his mouth, and a pool of fresh blood stained his palm. Young Master Zhao was so scared that his legs turned to jelly. Woo! Qin Feng, what did you do to me? What did you do? Young Master Zhao's mouth was slashed by a wind blade, so when he spoke, air leaked out. He stammered for a long time, but didn't know what to say. Ah! Young Master Zhao, what happened to your mouth? Why is there such a big wound? I don't understand what you're saying. Hurry up and kowtow to my woman and admit your wrongs. I don't have that much patience. Qin Feng looked coldly at young Master Zhao. I know, you did it. Just you wait. I'll call for help. Young Master Zhao glared at Qin Feng with eyes full of anger. He looked like he wanted to kill Qin Feng. The wind whistled again, and a white light flashed. Young Master Zhao felt his legs become light, and he subconsciously looked down. He was instantly scared out of his wits. Legs, where's my retreat? It hurts. It hurts. Young Master Zhao's legs were cut off, and he was kneeling on the ground. His body immediately became a pool of blood, and the scene was extremely frightening. Young Master Zhao, young Master Zhao, your actions are too admirable. They say that a man's knees are gold, but young Master Zhao cut off his own legs to kneel to me to protect his dignity. Why did you do this? Qin Feng looked at young Master Zhao with a shocked expression. Young Master Zhao was so angry that he was about to vomit blood. Qin Feng, will fight you to the death. Young Master Zhao was flustered and exasperated. At this moment, he didn't care about his image and pain. He pounced on Qin Feng and wanted to bite him to death. Qin Feng casually kicked young Master Zhao, sending him flying. Young Master Zhao fell to the ground and fainted. His two followers still hadn't come to their senses. They were really scared silly. As expected of a mad dog. Let's not lower ourselves to a dog's level. Let's go inside and see the other mad dogs. Qin Feng hugged Lin Bei and Bai Qing and walked into the Amethyst Dragon Palace. When they entered the inner room, many rich young masters of Acropolis City were drinking tea and chatting in the public hall. Most of them were talking about Qin Feng's return. Qin Feng hugged the two beauties and walked down the aisle. The surrounding noise gradually disappeared, and the entire hall became deathly silent. Ancestor Qin, you're here. When Zhong Hui saw Qin Feng, he instinctively bounced up from the stall. He squeezed a fawning smile onto his face and waddled over to Qin Feng's side. He nodded and bowed like a little brother as he greeted Qin Feng and Lin Bei, sisters-in-law, hello. Qin Feng glanced at Zhong Hui and didn't say anything. Then, he looked at the other rich young masters in the hall and said with a smile, Why aren't you guys talking? I saw that you guys were chatting happily just now. It seems that you were talking about me and the Qin clan. Everyone said that I'm dead and the Qin clan has been destroyed. Now that I'm standing here, I hope I didn't scare you guys. Qin Feng's sudden arrival really scared these rich young masters. Many of them thought Qin Feng was dead, but Qin Feng was standing here alive and well. It felt like they were in a horror film. Zhong Hui, aren't you ashamed? You went to be Qin Feng's dog. Do you think he's still the young Master Qin from before? In our eyes, he's a stray dog. A man in a white suit stood up and glared at Qin Feng angrily. This person was the Gao family's son Gao Hu, one of Acropolis City's newly promoted 4 great families. Last time at Acropolis Normal University, Qin Feng beat him up violently. Now that Gao Hu saw Qin Feng, the anger in his heart flared. Gao Hu, watch your mouth. Ancestor Qin isn't someone you can offend. With your little family background, Ancestor Qin doesn't even put you in his eyes. Zhong Hui had personally witnessed Qin Feng's power. He also saw the tragedy of the Fang family being destroyed after Fang Xing offended Qin Feng. Now, Zhong Hui didn't dare to offend Qin Feng even if he was beaten to death. He steeled his heart and stood on Qin Feng's side. I think your Zhong family is a bunch of good-for-nothings. I don't know how you were promoted to the new 4 great families. Rich young masters present, is there anyone who wants to fight for the Zhong family's position? Stand up now and let's fight Zhong Hui and Qin Feng together. We'll make them scram out of Acropolis City. Gao Hu's family had been promoted to the ranks of the 4 great families, so he felt much better about himself. With Gao Hu taking the lead and supporting them, 10 or so rich young masters quickly stood up and expressed their desire to fight Qin Feng. Chapter 534. Haha, young master Bai, that's a good suggestion. They all say that the girls Qin Feng likes are the best of the best. Now that I've seen them, they are indeed the best. Acropolis City is no longer under the Qin family's control. How can we only let Qin Feng have a taste of such good girls? All of us rich young masters should come and have a taste. Another rich young master from one of the 5 small families stared at Lin Bei Bei and Bai Qing and laughed lewdly. Lin Bei Bei and Bai Qing's faces flushed with anger when they heard this person's words. Qin Feng's eyes also flashed with a murderous intent. Zhong Hui, who stood at the side, snickered inwardly. He seemed to have seen the tragic end of these rich young masters. If Qin Feng could suppress these rich young masters' families, the Zhong family's position in Acropolis City would be more stable. You bastards, how dare you take liberties with Ancestor Qin's woman? I'll kill you. Before Qin Feng could react, Zhong Hui had already rushed forward angrily. How could Zhong Hui miss such a good opportunity to show off? Bang! The rich young masters were laughing unscrupulously and didn't notice Zhong Hui at all. Zhong Hui took advantage of 2 of them being off guard and stomped on them with a punch and a kick. Instantly, the 2 most arrogant brats fell to the ground. Zhong Hui, you're fucking courting death. Everyone, let's kill Zhong Hui and Qin Feng together. Gao Hu roared angrily. The rich young masters followed his lead. They instantly surrounded Zhong Hui and gave him a beating. The other half of the rich young masters surrounded Qin Feng and the other 2. They looked at Lin Bei Bei and Bai Qing with evil smiles, as if the 2 girls were food for their mouths. Qin Feng, don't do anything. Let me do it. Just as Qin Feng was about to raise his hand to shoot a wind blade, Bai Qing hurriedly stopped him. Bai Qing knew Qin Feng too well. Once Qin Feng attacked, this place would become hell again. Bai Qing didn't sympathize with these rich young masters. Instead, she hated them. However, the people present all represented big and small families and forces in Acropolis City. Bai Qing was afraid that if Qin Feng killed these people, it would cause a lot of trouble. Bastards, I'll teach you a lesson. Bai Qing didn't wait for Qin Feng to refuse. She swung her fist and rushed forward. She was now a stage 1 inner Qi martial artist. With one punch, she sent a rich young master flying. Even the 2 or 3 people behind him fell in a row. Qin Feng, I'm going to help big sister Bai Qing. You mustn't interfere, or it'll be too scary. Lin Bei Bei was a bit worried about Bai Qing, and even more worried that Qin Feng would make a move. At this time, she also leaped and charged into the crowd. The 2 girls didn't know how to fight at all, but after their breakthrough, all aspects of their bodies had improved. Their reactions and speed were extremely fast in the crowd, and they hadn't been injured up until now. Instead, under a flurry of kicks, they had taken down 5 or 6 rich young masters. It's not a bad idea to let you guys practice. If I'm not by your side in the future, you guys have to learn how to protect yourselves. Qin Feng watched the two beauties in battle. Although Lin Bei and Bai Qing had both broken through and become martial artists, the two girls did not know any martial arts techniques after all, nor did they have any martial arts foundation. It was also good to let them practice. Xiu. Qin Feng quietly stood to the side and watched the battle. From time to time, he would raise his hand and shoot out a few wind blades. These white lights flickered and finally landed on the rich young masters who were about to attack the two girls. In an instant, bloody wounds appeared on the rich young masters' bodies, and even the ghastly white bones inside were revealed. You bastards, I'm Qin Feng's woman, you can't have lewd thoughts. The more Lin Bei fought, the braver she became. She vented all the dissatisfaction in her heart. She had always been a well-behaved girl, and this was the first time she was in a group fight. This kind of feeling made Lin Bei feel a bit excited. Haha. I've actually become so powerful, I'm now a pretty maiden warrior. The more Bai Qing fought, the happier she became. Because Qin Feng was secretly protecting the two girls, they hadn't suffered a single injury up until now. The two girls already discovered that all aspects of their bodies had changed. This feeling of suddenly becoming a female warrior was too awesome. Bastard! You dare to kick this elder's head? This elder will kill you. Because of the two girls' forceful participation, many rich young masters were put down. Zhong Hui, who was originally surrounded, could be considered to have started to counterattack. He was also very shrewd. He didn't hit those who were still standing, but he picked the rich young masters who were put down by the two girls and could not get up. He fiercely stomped on them. Bitch, die for this elder. Seeing the two girls who weren't weak, an ominous glint flashed in Gao Hu's eyes. He stood at the back of the crowd and watched the fight. Suddenly, he extended his claws and clawed at Lin Bei's chest. Lin Bei's expression changed greatly. She discovered that Gao Hu's speed was too fast, and Lin Bei had no room to dodge. Hey, little girl. Let this elder pinch your big breasts and feel your elasticity. Gao Hu's claws had already reached Lin Bei's chest. Seeing that he was about to pinch those full, soft breasts, Lin Bei was so anxious that her forehead was full of sweat. However, no matter how she explosively retreated, Gao Hu seemed to be entangled with her and would follow at any time. Ah! Qin Feng, save me! Lin Bei cried out in alarm. Before her voice completely fell, a white light flashed. Gao Hu, who was about to use force to pinch, felt his hand go empty. He subconsciously looked and saw that his right hand had been cut off at the wrist. That scene almost scared Gao Hu to death. Me! My hand, where's my hand? Ah! It hurts, it really hurts. Blood began to seep out of Gao Hu's wrist. In the end, it directly shot out like a fountain. The piercing pain quickly spread, causing Gao Hu to wail like a ghost and howl like a wolf. Qin Feng leaped directly to Lin Bei's side, hugged her, and dodged the spray of blood. Young Master Gao? Young Master Gao's hand is cut off. Expert, are you okay? What should we do? Hurry up and call the police for an ambulance. Qin Feng dared to cut off an expert's hand. He's simply too arrogant. Let's quickly call the family and unite against Qin Feng. After Gao Hu fell, the rich young masters all stopped fighting. Looking at young Master Gao's empty, severed hand, they were so shocked that their eyeballs almost popped out of their sockets. Many of the people present knew Gao Hu's strength. It was said that he had stepped into the ranks of Stage 2 inner Qi martial artists. In these newly promoted families, people who could break through Stage 1 inner Qi and become martial artists were few and far between. Gao Hu, a Stage 2 inner Qi martial artist, was already an expert among experts in everyone's eyes. They didn't expect that Qin Feng would defeat him so easily. How did Qin Feng make that move just now? Up until now, no one could figure it out. After the rich young masters stopped fighting, Qin Feng's side also stopped fighting. Lin Bei and Bai Qing quickly returned to Qin Feng's side, each holding one of Qin Feng's arms. Zhong Hui also came to Qin Feng with a swollen face. He endured the pain and smiled obsequiously at Qin Feng. Why did everyone stop fighting? Didn't you all want to step on my head and piss on me? You want to steal my woman? Aren't you all overestimating your abilities? Qin Feng sneered at the crowd. Half a year ago, Qin Feng was just like these rich young masters. He had no skills and was always idle. But now, Qin Feng was a stage 5 inner Qi martial artist. He wasn't even afraid of a stage 7 inner Qi expert. Facing these powerless rich young masters again, they were as weak as ants in Qin Feng's eyes. Qin Feng, aren't you just a little good at fighting? What's there to be arrogant about? The Qin family no longer exists in Acropolis City, and your Qin family's power has long been disintegrated. You want to suppress the entire power of Acropolis City with your brute force? Haha. What a joke. Gao, who circulated his inner Qi to stop the bleeding from his severed arm. He endured the pain and glared at Qin Feng fiercely. Do you think I have no power? Do you think the Qin family no longer exists? You want to compete with me in power? Fine, then I'll give you 10 minutes. Call anyone you want, and my people will be here in 10 minutes. Let's have some fun. Qin Feng felt that he hadn't been a hedonistic young master for a long time. It seemed that the small fish and shrimps in Acropolis City were beginning to be arrogant. Qin Feng wanted to take this opportunity to suppress these rich young masters and let them know who was worthy of being the #1 hedonistic young master in Acropolis City. Qin Feng, remember what you said. If you have the guts, don't attack us in these 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we'll have a showdown. Up until now, Gao, who still had not figured out Qin Feng's strength. He did not even see the wind blade martial technique earlier. His hand was inexplicably cut off by Qin Feng. This kind of strange strength caused Gao who to feel fear in his heart. He was afraid that Qin Feng would make another move. If that happened, no one would be able to stop Qin Feng. It's already been half a minute. My people are already on the way. Qin Feng found a place and pulled Lin Bei and Bai Qing to sit. Zhong Hui tactfully stood behind Qin Feng and fanned the three of them. Seeing that Qin Feng wasn't going to attack for the time being, Gao, whose tense heart relaxed. He admitted that he wasn't as strong as Qin Feng in a one-on-one fight, but to compete in power in Acropolis City? Gao, who thought it was funny. What kind of power did the current Qin Feng have? Young masters, Qin Feng is so arrogant today. Let's call our family's power over and let him know who rules Acropolis City now. Gao, who already shouted at the people behind him and was encouraging them to call for help. I'll call my family right now. I must kill Qin Feng today. You dare to come and mess with our place? Do you really think we're easy to bully? Everyone, form a formation and eliminate Qin Feng. The 20 or so rich young masters were beaten up quite badly just now and were suppressing their anger. They quickly united and took out their phones to call for help. Qin Feng calmly sat to the side and caressed Lin Bei and Bai Qing's thighs. Qin Feng, let's go. They have a lot of people. We can't be at a disadvantage. Bai Qing looked at Qin Feng worriedly. Lin Bei also urged nervously. I think big sister Qing is right. Let's go first. Bai Qing and Lin Bei didn't know Qin Feng's strength, but Zhong Hui knew very well. At this time, Zhong Hui hurriedly stood up and said, Ancestor Qin, I'll call my family now and call everyone over to kill these bastard. As Zhong Hui spoke, he went to make the call. Qin Feng didn't stop him. Time passed minute by minute. Qin Feng and the 20 or so rich young masters stared at each other. The room was filled with the smell of gunpowder, as if it would explode at any moment. Even at this time, Qin Feng still had a leisurely and contented expression as he caressed the bodies of the beauties in his arms. He ignored everyone and made the rich young masters so angry they wanted to vomit blood. Young Master Qin. 5 minutes later, Long Hair rushed into the Amethyst Dragon Palace with 20 or so brothers from the Feng group. All of them were dressed in black suits. They surrounded Qin Feng and his group in a well-trained manner and protected them in the center. Long Hair bowed to Qin Feng and said, I've done what you asked me to do. Qin Feng nodded. Long Hair immediately retreated to the side and stood there with a solemn expression. The rich young masters didn't expect Qin Feng's people to arrive so quickly, so they started to call their family members to hurry over. What? You said our family was attacked by a group of people in black suits 5 minutes ago? Who are they? They even dared to touch our Bai family? Young Master Bai's expression suddenly changed. It seemed that bad news came from the phone. Chapter 535. All of a sudden, the faces of the rich heirs who were about to call for help darkened. All of them had received news that their families had been provoked and suppressed by the black-suited organization not too long ago. The Amethyst Dragon Palace's main hall was in chaos. Young Master Gao, our families have been suppressed. What should we do now? There's something fishy about this. Could it be that Qin Feng hired someone to do this? The 20 or so rich heirs in the hall usually relied on their family's influence to bully others and take women for granted. Now that their families had been suppressed and no one could help them, all of them were scared silly. They were like a bunch of headless flies, at a loss of what to do. Gao, whose expression had long since darkened. He took out his phone and made a call. Butler Zhong, why hasn't the person I called for arrived yet? Gao, who questioned coldly. Young Master Gao, the family is in chaos. A woman brought a group of black-suited men and barged in. They're fighting fiercely right now. The family doesn't have time to deal with you. Hurry up and come back. The panicked voice of the Gao family's old butler came from the other side of the phone. Without waiting for Gao, whose reply, the old butler immediately hung up. Gao, who could hear the intense fighting and terrifying screams from the other side of the phone. He suddenly became nervous. A woman? Since when did such an arrogant woman appear in Acropolis City? Gao, who couldn't figure it out even after thinking for a long time. At this moment, Qin Feng was still leisurely sitting on a chair. He was happily playing with the two beauties in his arms. Long Hair stood at the side. His phone vibrated from time to time. Long Hair answered the phone and said a few words each time. Then, he bowed and reported the situation to Qin Feng. Young Master Qin, sister-in-law Liu Wenjing just called. She said that the Gao family is afraid of her and now they're calling her grandaunt. She wants me to ask you if you want them to call you grandaunt over the phone? Qin Feng was happily caressing Lin Beibei's thigh when he heard Longhair's report. He was so shocked that he stood up abruptly. He glared at Longhair and yelled, "Fuck, why did Liu Wenjing go and fight? Why aren't you looking after her? Why are you still standing here? Quickly call your brothers to protect her." Long Hair looked as if he knew Qin Feng was going to explode in anger. He said with a troubled expression, "Young Master Qin, I tried to persuade big sister-in-law Liu, but I couldn't persuade her at all. She said that if I dared to stop her again, she'd complain to you and accuse me of molestation. This lowly one doesn't have that kind of guts, so in the end, I could only let big sister-in-law Liu be willful." Long Hair saw that Qin Feng's expression wasn't right, so he hurriedly added, "Don't worry, young Master Qin, I've arranged for most of the phone group's people to stay with big sister Liu. She'll definitely be fine. Just treat it like a game." Qin Feng glared at Long Hair for a while, then his expression softened. He sighed and said, "Ari, forget it. Liu Wenjing isn't someone you can keep an eye on. Hurry up and call Yunzi. Let him go to the Gao family and protect Liu Wenjing." Qin Feng knew that Liu Wenjing was stubborn. If this woman went crazy, only he could control her. Long Hair was so scared that he broke out in a cold sweat. He hurriedly went to the side to call Yunzi. This time, Qin Feng ordered Long Hair to create momentum and sent Yunzi to help. Yunzi was now a stage 4 inner Qi expert, and Qin Feng even gave him an orange-grade fire rod. It could be said that Yunzi alone was enough to suppress all the big families and powers in Acropolis City. Young Master Qin, Mr. Yunzi said he'll immediately rush over to protect big sister-in-law Liu. When he sees big sister-in-law Liu, he'll persuade her to come back and see you. Long Hair ran back to report the situation after finishing his call. During this time, Qin Feng also called Liu Wenjing a few times. At first, he could still get through, but later on, Liu Wenjing directly turned off her phone. It was obvious that she was hiding from Qin Feng to avoid being scolded. Qin Feng looked at the time. 10 minutes had passed, but none of the 20 or so rich young masters' reinforcements had arrived. Rich young masters, 10 minutes have passed. My people are all here. Where are your people? Why don't I see a single one? Qin Feng walked to the front of the group of rich young masters and looked at them with a smile. Those rich young masters had long been scared to the point that their legs were trembling. Gao, who was still pretending to be calm. He had already roughly guessed that the sudden attack on everyone's family was definitely related to Qin Feng. Moreover, the people Qin Feng found were all in black suits, which matched the appearance of the attacker. Qin Feng, did you do it? You dared to find people to sneak attack our family? Gao, who glared at Qin Feng with a face full of anger. Qin Feng smiled lightly. I did it, what can you guys do? Qin Feng's words made Gao who speechless. These rich young masters had a misunderstanding in their thinking. They had always thought that Qin Feng was dead, but in the end, Qin Feng was still alive. Thus, everyone thought that Acropolis City's Qin mansion was destroyed. Even if Qin Feng didn't die, he was still a stray dog that could be trampled on. However, the strength and power that Qin Feng displayed now made these rich young masters feel as if they had just woken up from a dream. Qin Feng had returned, and he had returned even more powerful and domineering. Since your people don't dare to come over, can we continue to fight now? Qin Feng gave Longhair a look, and Longhair led a group of Feng group members to surround the rich young masters. Those rich young masters were so scared that their legs were trembling, and some of them directly fell to the ground, unable to walk. Tap tap tap. At this time, the sound of hurried footsteps could be heard. A few white-haired old men led the team and dragged more than 50 strong men into the hall. They were so dense that not even a drop of water could trickle out of the hall. Dad, Grandpa, Second Master, Third Master, you're all here. Seeing the newcomers, Zhong Hui hurriedly went to greet them excitedly. It turned out that the Zhong family had arrived. The current old patriarch of the Zhong family nodded at Zhong Hui. He didn't even have time to care about the injury on Zhong Hui's face. He immediately led the group to Qin Feng's side. Young hero Qin, we, the Zhong family, have come late. Please forgive us. Ever since the battle that destroyed the Fang family, everyone in the Zhong family regarded Qin Feng as a forbidden zone. No one dared to provoke him. Moreover, Qin Feng's words were like an imperial edict. Just now, the old patriarch of the Zhong family received a call from Zhong Hui and immediately dispatched the elites of the family to rush over without stopping. Qin Feng previously had some conflicts with Zhong Hui, but Qin Feng was quite satisfied with Zhong Hui's recent performance. Now, the attitude of the Zhong family also made Qin Feng feel very comfortable. Qin Feng stood up and said to the old patriarch of the Zhong family, I didn't expect Elder Zhong to come. You're too kind. Elder Zhong, please take a seat. Leave the rest of the matters to the people below. Qin Feng invited Elder Zhong to take a seat. The old patriarch of the Zhong family was somewhat fearful. Young hero Qin, I'm not tired. Please sit. Haha. Don't be nervous, Elder Zhong. We're allies, not enemies. Please sit down. Otherwise, as a junior, it would be embarrassing for me to sit alone. Hearing Qin Feng's words, Elder Zhong had no choice but to sit down. However, he felt as if he was sitting on pins and needles. Qin Feng's ferocious appearance had been deeply imprinted in the hearts of the Zhong family. Zhong Hui, I've brought all the core members of the Zhong family. We swear to stand on the same side as young hero Qin. I'll temporarily hand over the authority of the family head to you. Lead the Zhong family and teach these ignorant brats a lesson on young hero Qin's behalf. Grandfather Zhong had just sat down when he immediately declared his position. All right, Grandpa. These bastards beat me up so badly just now. It's time for me to take revenge. Let's go. Under Zhong Hui's command, the Zhong family immediately rushed forward. Now, Longhair and the Zhong family had more than 20 people, and the Zhong family had more than 50 people. The group of more than 70 people surrounded the rich young masters in 3 circles. Many of the people outside couldn't hit them, so the people inside kicked them a few times and took the initiative to come out. Then, the people outside would go in and beat them again. The group of people went back and forth to beat people. They were having a great time. The 20 or so rich young masters were completely surrounded. They couldn't even see their figures, and could only hear the undulating screams and howls of wolves. After fighting for more than 10 minutes, Qin Feng waved his hand to signal for them to stop. Seeing Qin Feng's gesture, Zhong Hui immediately went to hold everyone back. After everyone stopped, they orderly divided into 2 groups. They each stood on one side of Qin Feng, leaving a path in the middle. Qin Feng held a beauty in each hand and walked to the side of the group of rich young masters. Seeing the rich young masters rolling on the ground, he couldn't recognize who was who. Tap tap tap. Another wave of hurried footsteps could be heard. This time, the leader of the group was still an old man. He brought along more than 30 youths to Qin Feng's side. This person was Zhu Ming, the elder of the Zhu family, which was the leader of the Acropolis city's 4 major families. When Zhu Ming saw Qin Feng, he hurriedly smiled and said, "Ha ha. He. I didn't know young hero Qin had returned to Acropolis city. I hope young hero Qin can forgive me for not going out to welcome you." Zhu Ming had long heard the news of Qin Feng's return. These days, he was restless. 4 months ago, Zhu Kai of the Zhu family wanted to rape Rao shaman, but he was mistakenly killed by the soul-cleansing necklace Rao shaman wore. Later, Qin Feng negotiated with the Zhu family alone and forced them to voluntarily withdraw from the 4 major families. More than 3 months ago, Qin Feng disappeared and the Qin family was destroyed. The elder of the Zhu family seized this opportunity to climb back to the throne of the 4 major families and firmly occupied the first place. Now that Qin Feng had really returned, Zhu Ming couldn't sleep well every night. Thinking back to the 4 major families of Acropolis City, which one of them wasn't destroyed by Qin Feng? Zhu Ming was afraid that Qin Feng would destroy the Zhu family in a rage. Isn't this the head of Acropolis City's 4 major families, the elder of the Zhu family? You're a big shot, how could you entertain a small character like me? Qin Feng looked at Zhu Ming with a playful expression, scaring Zhu Ming into a cold sweat. Young hero Qin, please don't make this kind of joke. Our Zhu family is nothing compared to you, Zhu Ming said with a smile. Very few people knew about the grudge between Qin Feng and the Zhu family. Even now, the people of Acropolis City's upper class often had doubts. Back then, the Zhu family was sitting comfortably in the position of the 4 major families, so why did they suddenly withdraw? Therefore, seeing this scene, the Zhong family was stunned. They didn't think that even the Zhu family was so afraid of Qin Feng. Elder Zhong was even more glad that he chose the right team this time. Chapter 536. Qin Feng calmly glanced at Zhu Ming and didn't pay him any more attention. Previously, because of Zhu Kai, Zhu Ming had promised Qin Feng that he would leave the ranks of the 4 great families in the future. Who would have thought that this old man would take advantage of Qin Feng's absence to go back on his word and ascend to the throne of the 4 great families? This made Qin Feng dislike Zhu Ming, but it wasn't to the point of destroying the Zhu family. Who didn't want to improve their family? Who didn't want to make their family better? Qin Feng understood Zhu Ming's mentality very well. Moreover, Zhu Ming took the initiative to stand on Qin Feng's side at the crucial moment. This made Qin Feng quite satisfied. Young hero Qin, these juniors are too insensible. I haven't taught them a lesson for a while, and they've forgotten who's in charge of Acropolis City. Our Zhu family came late, so I'll have someone teach them a lesson now. Qin Feng and Elder Zhong sat on chairs, but Zhu Ming didn't dare to sit. He gave the Zhu family a look, and the Zhu family immediately surrounded the group of rich young masters and violently beat them up. The Zhong family could barely be considered the 3rd great family in the Acropolis City. At this time, the 1st great family's elder, Zhu Ming, didn't sit down. Elder Zhong sat on a chair in fear and trepidation. The Zhu family beat them up for more than 10 minutes before Zhu Ming told them to stop. These rich young masters usually bullied others, but today, they were bullied. They were all beaten black and blue, and they all looked exactly the same. If they didn't speak, no one would know who was who. Young Master Qin, please have mercy. Just as the Jew family stopped fighting, a group of people rushed in from outside the Amethyst Dragon Palace. These people were dressed extravagantly and looked like they were from rich families. However, their expressions were anxious, as if something big had happened. Old Bai, why are you so flustered in broad daylight? Qin Feng looked at the newcomer and smiled faintly. The person who had come was the Bai family's old patriarch, one of Acropolis City's 5 small families. Behind him were the Bai family's current patriarch and 10 or so direct relatives. All of the important members of the Bai family had been brought. When Elder Bai saw Qin Feng, he didn't dare to put on any airs. Not long ago, Yun Zi single-handedly swept through all the big and small families in Acropolis City. The Bai family was one of them. After witnessing Yun Zi's strength, these Bai family members were scared silly. When they found out that Yun Zi was just a lackey of Qin Feng, they immediately rushed to the Amethyst Dragon Palace to beg for forgiveness. Young Master Qin, that unfilial son of mine doesn't know any better and offended young Master Qin. I hope you can give me some face and let that unfilial son go this time. My Bai family will reward you greatly and will never be enemies with young Master Qin again. Elder Bai's attitude was sincere. In the face of Qin Feng's power, he didn't have any other thoughts. He was content to be able to protect the Bai family this time. Qin Feng didn't do this for the sake of exterminating all of them. Firstly, he wanted to complete the system's mission to make a strong return. Secondly, Qin Feng had been away for so many days, so he wanted to properly suppress the major powers in Acropolis City. He wanted them to deeply remember who was the #1 family in Acropolis City. Elder Bai, since you've come here personally, I have to give you face. However, I'll remember what you've said just now. Elder Zhong and Elder Ju will be my witnesses. If the Bai family does anything that displeases me in the future, don't blame me for being merciless. Qin Feng said coldly. Elder Ju and Elder Zhong will be my witnesses. Thank you, young Master Qin, for your magnanimity. Don't worry, young Master Qin. In the future, my Bai family will live in peace and not cause trouble. Elder Bai let out a sigh of relief. Then, he looked at the rich young masters on the ground, but he couldn't recognize his grandson. Bai Fei, you unfilial grandson. Get out here and follow me home to receive the family's punishment. Old Master Bai roared. A man in a white suit quickly crawled over. His brand new clothes were covered with footprints and stained with blood. Elder Bai couldn't stand it anymore. He signaled the people behind him with his eyes. 2 members of the Bai family immediately helped Bai Fei up and carried him away. Young Master Qin, I'll go back first. Please continue with your work. When you have time, I'll personally entertain you. Elder Bai bade farewell to Qin Feng and left. Seeing Bai Fei being taken away, the rest of the rich young masters started to pray for their families to come quickly. The development of the situation was out of everyone's expectations. Not long ago, these rich young masters swore that they would trample on Qin Feng's face and play with his women. Now, they were beaten beyond recognition by Qin Feng's subordinates and were waiting to be brutally beaten by their families. As soon as Elder Bai left, a flurry of footsteps could be heard. This time, the remaining 4 elders of the 5 small families had arrived. These people gathered in the Amethyst Dragon Palace, surrounding the huge hall in 3 layers. However, there was still a passage left at the entrance because there were still many forces rushing into the hall. In less than 10 minutes, the originally empty hall was filled with 500 to 600 people. These people were divided into several groups according to their families and stood on one side. The elders looked at their grandsons lying in a pool of blood in the hall and felt sullen and angry. However, when they saw the Zhu family's elder and the Zhong family's elder standing beside Qin Feng, these small family factions lost their temper. Their families had been attacked not long ago. When they saw Long Hair and the others, everyone instantly understood that the Black Man organization that attacked was really a faction sent by Qin Feng. Qin Feng hadn't returned to Acropolis City for long. In less than a week, he had done several big things that shook Acropolis City. The Amethyst Dragon Palace was filled with the upper class of Acropolis City. These people were shocked when they saw Qin Feng sitting leisurely in the middle of the crowd with a beautiful woman in his arms. They didn't know how this person formed the Black Man organization. How did he subdue the Zhong and Zhu families? How did he go from a powerless hedonistic young master to a demon with superb martial arts skills in just half a year? Big brother Qin, I've brought Miss Liu back. At this time, a white shadow flashed. In the next second, Yun Ziyi and Liu Wenjing stood in front of Qin Feng. When they saw Yun Ziyi appear, the members of the clans retreated in fear, their faces filled with fear. Today, it was Yun Ziyi who single-handedly swept away these families. As for the people from the Feng group, they were just there to stir up the atmosphere. Before they could make a move, Yun Ziyi had already defeated the enemies. Huh! Who are you two? Why are you lying in Qin Feng's arms? Get up! When Liu Wenjing saw Bai Qing and Lin Bei, she immediately became unhappy. She waved her fists and looked like she wanted to fight. When Longhair saw this, he hurriedly came up to dissuade her. Sister-in-law Liu, don't be agitated. Young Master Qin still has to take care of business. We'll stand to the side and watch first. What are you saying, curly hair? You called her sister-in-law? Where did she come from? I didn't even say I was sister-in-law. Lin Bei didn't like to fight for favor, but that didn't mean Bai Qing could tolerate Liu Wenjing. Liu Wenjing's words just now had angered Bai Qing, and with long hair calling her sister-in-law Liu affectionately, Bai Qing immediately stood up and confronted Liu Wenjing. If someone else called long hair curly hair, with his explosive temper, he would have already killed them with a slap. However, when Bai Qing yelled at him, not only did long hair not dare to get angry, he even had to smile and nod at Bai Qing. Long hair also realized that he had said something wrong, so he hurriedly retreated to the side. He was prepared to not say anything more even if he was beaten to death. Seeing long hair run away after causing trouble, Qin Feng wanted to kick him. Liu Wenjing and Bai Qing both had explosive tempers, so the two girls immediately started fighting. You vixen! Stay away from Qin Feng in the future. Liu Wenjing slapped Bai Qing with her palm. The strength of a Stage 1 inner Qi expert was undoubtedly displayed, and the descendants of the aristocratic families were shocked. You are the vixen. Watch my leg. Bai Qing wasn't one to be trifled with. She launched a flying kick at Liu Wenjing. Liu Wenjing nimbly dodged the kick, and Bai Qing kicked the wooden table beside her in half. Holy shit! Another martial artist at the peak of Stage 1 inner Qi? Are these all Qin Feng's women? Where did he find all these exquisite women? The crowd couldn't help but start discussing. The elders of the aristocratic families hastily stopped the crowd. Shut up if you don't want to die. The noisy hall instantly quieted down, and only the sounds of Liu Wenjing and Bai Qing fighting could be heard. Bai Qing and Liu Wenjing had broken through to the peak of Stage 1 inner Qi after eating the blood Qi pill. Neither of them had actual combat experience, so they were locked in a stalemate, and neither of them could hurt the other. All right, stop fooling around. Qin Feng leaped and landed between the two women. He grabbed Liu Wenjing's small fist with one hand and Bai Qing's slender leg with the other. Then, he pulled the two women into his arms. Qin Feng, who is this woman? Bai Qing glared at Liu Wenjing angrily. You playboy. Let go of me. Liu Wenjing glared at Qin Feng angrily. Qin Feng smiled helplessly and carried the two women on his shoulders. Ignoring their struggles and resistance, he carried them to two chairs and sat them down. Big sister Qing, don't be angry. Let's wait for Qin Feng to finish his business first. Now that all the aristocratic families of the Acropolis city are here, we can't cause trouble for Qin Feng. Lin Bei didn't care about the relationship between Liu Wenjing and Qin Feng. She was more worried about Qin Feng's situation, so she came to Bai Qing's side and comforted her. Big sister Liu, don't be angry. Do you want me to take you to the other aristocratic families to torture people? Longhair came up to curry favor with Liu Wenjing. He was afraid that if he stood there without doing anything, he would be tortured to death by Qin Feng later. You usually call me Big Sister Liu, and it's fine. Why did you suddenly change it to Big Sister Liu? Liu Wenjing glared at Longhair angrily. Longhair immediately smiled and yelled, "Big Sister Liu, it was a slip of the tongue, a slip of the tongue. Curly hair, I told you not to shout randomly. Do you not understand human language?" Bai Qing had just calmed down, but now she was agitated again. Longhair had a bitter expression on his face. When he saw Qin Feng's murderous gaze, he regretted his actions so much that his intestines turned green. He should have just stood to the side. Why did he come and blindly get involved? Longhair, get out of my way. If you talk too much, I'll cut off your tongue. Qin Feng rolled his eyes at Longhair, and Longhair immediately retreated. You guys stop fooling around. Yun Ziyi, stand between them in case they start fighting again. Chapter 537. At this time, the Amethyst Dragon Palace was already filled with the core members of the Acropolis city's 4 major families and 4 minor families. The corners of their mouths twitched violently. Qin Feng's women were still arguing over who was the sister-in-law in such an important occasion with such a tense atmosphere. Moreover, the elders of the major families had to suppress their anger and watch the 2 women quarrel. This was too fucking humiliating. Heh! What day is it today? Why are the family heads of the major families gathered at the Amethyst Dragon Palace? This is a once-in-a-decade event. Qin Fen chuckled as he looked at the crowd. In the past, these patriarchs would talk directly to Qin Huang, Qin Feng's father. Among them, there were even some patriarchs who didn't take Qin Huang seriously and spoke with great arrogance. But now, Qin Feng could speak directly to the family heads of the major families. Moreover, these family heads had to listen to Qin Feng and speak well. Young Master Qin, I heard that my unfilial eldest grandson, Gao Hu, offended young Master Qin in the Amethyst Dragon Palace. I brought all the core members of the family here to personally apologize to young Master Qin. I hope young Master Qin can be magnanimous and let our Gao family go this time. The Gao family's elder took the lead and respectfully apologized to Qin Feng in front of all the major families of the Acropolis city. Qin Feng could let Bai Fei go without pursuing the matter, but he wouldn't let Gao Hu off so easily. Qin Feng looked at Elder Gao and said, Elder Gao Hu was beaten up by me because of a woman, but he didn't learn his lesson. Today, he wants to make a move on my woman and incite the other young masters to trample on me. Can you give me a reason to let him go? Qin Feng's words made Elder Gao speechless. Everyone in the Acropolis city knew that Qin Feng was the #1 hedonistic young master, a flirtatious young master, and regarded women as his life. Young Master Qin is right. It's all because of Gao Hu, that evil creature. He's simply brainless and deceived the public with his lies. He has led the younger generation of the Liu family astray. I hope young Master Qin can let our Liu Zun go. Our Liu family will pledge our lives to the Qin family in the future. Young Master Qin, my Chen family is willing to pay the price for this misunderstanding. If young Master Qin needs any compensation, please don't hesitate to ask. I just hope that this matter won't affect the peaceful relationship between the Qin and Chen families. The meaning behind Qin Fen's words was profound, pointing the spearhead at the Gao family. The rest of the families quickly followed Qin Fen's words and began to criticize the Gao family. The Gao family was one of Acropolis City's 4 great families, but with Qin Feng's support, the other families didn't care about the Gao family anymore. What could the 4 great clans amount to? Sitting next to Qin Feng was an elder of one of the 4 major families, and standing behind him was the elder of the Zhu family, the leader of the 4 major families. Seeing this situation, Elder Gao was infuriated. He was shocked by Qin Feng's maturity. Old Master Gao knew that he had to do something to put on an act in front of these large and small families and Qin Feng. However, Old Master Gao scanned the ground a few times and still couldn't find Gao Hu among the rich young masters. These rich young masters had been beaten so badly that their noses were bruised and their faces were swollen. They looked exactly the same. Evil creature, you evil creature, get your ass out here and accept your punishment. Old Master Gao roared. Grandfather, I am here. Gao, who had long since lost his arrogance. He realized that he had caused a huge disaster this time, so he responded in the crowd and didn't dare to approach Old Master Gao. You bastard, get your ass over here. Old Master Gao finally recognized Gao who. Seeing that he was beaten beyond recognition, he was infuriated. However, he could only suppress his anger and teach Gao who a lesson in front of everyone. Grandfather, please forgive me. I know I was wrong. Gao who knew that he couldn't hide, so he hurriedly rolled in front of Old Master Gao. Old Master Gao gritted his teeth and kicked Gao who, giving him a beating. You bastard, look at what you've done. Young Master Qin is Acropolis City's #1 young master, and the Qin family is Acropolis City's #1 power. How could you be so blind as to offend young Master Qin? I think you're looking to die. Old Master Gao scolded Gao who as he beat him. The rest of the families, big and small, stood to the side and watched with schadenfreude. Qin Feng continued to sit in his chair and comfort by Qing and Liu Wenjing. It was as if he couldn't see what was happening on Old Master Gao's side. Qin Feng, I remember now. This is the brat you beat up last time at our school, right? After being comforted by Qin Feng for a while, Liu Wenjing was no longer angry. Yes, that's him. Last time, he was after you, and this time, he's after Qing Qing and Bei Bei. Don't you think he's looking to die? Qin Feng said as he patted Liu Wenjing's head. Liu Wenjing originally thought that Gao who was beaten up quite pitifully. Now, she angrily glared at Gao who, looking like she wanted to rush up and beat Gao who up. Elder Gao hit Gao who for a while, and when he saw that Gao who was on the verge of death, he stopped. He chuckled as he walked to Qin Feng's side. Young Master Qin, you see, I also taught that rascal a good lesson. That brat will definitely remember this lesson, so I hope that young Master Qin will be merciful and stop now. What do you think? Let him go. Old Master Gao was excited, but when he heard Qin Feng's words, his expression immediately became cold. Cripple his martial arts, break his life, and you can take him away. Young Master Qin, don't you think this is too inhumane? Old Master Gao had been smiling, but now, his expression became serious. You want to talk to me about being humane? This grandson of yours has always bullied men and taken women. How many innocent women have you harmed? Why don't you talk to those girls from ordinary families about being humane? If you don't want to take him away, then I'll let him stay here forever. Old Master Gao didn't expect Qin Feng to be so overbearing and domineering. Seeing that the negotiation was not going well, Old Master Gao suddenly changed his expression. He glared at Qin Feng and roared, Qin Feng, don't think that just because you have a stage 4 inner Qi martial artist as your subordinate, the Gao family is afraid of you. If we really fight to the death, it won't be good for anyone. Are you threatening me? Qin Feng looked at Old Master Gao with a smile. The expressions of Yun Ziyi, long hair, and Liu Wenjing all changed. They surrounded Qin Feng, ready to fight at any time. Old Master Gao wasn't afraid of long hair and Qin Feng, but he was still a little afraid of Yun Ziyi. However, he had already spoken ruthlessly, so he could only be tough to the end. You can think of it that way. I'm going to take Gao Hu away now. If you dare to stop me, don't blame the Gao family for not stopping you. All right. I want to see what kind of ability your Gao family has to fight me to the death. Qin Feng sneered. Yun Ziyi immediately flew towards Gao Hu and struck out with his palm, preparing to cripple Gao Hu. You're courting death. An angry roar sounded, and a person suddenly jumped out from the crowd of Gao family members. The man was in his 40s, wore black training clothes, and had a ferocious expression as he kicked Yun Ziyi in the air. Bang! Yun Ziyi's expression changed slightly. The palm that was originally aimed at Gao Hu changed direction at the last moment and came into contact with the man in black's foot. A muffled sound echoed in the hall. Yun Ziyi and the man in black both retreated a few steps before stabilizing their bodies. A level 4 inner martial artist. Qin Feng smiled as he looked at the man in black from the Gao family with a calm expression. The other families in the hall immediately burst into an uproar. Ever since the 4 great families of Acropolis City had changed, only the Jew family had a level 3 inner martial artist. The other 3 great families had a level 2 inner martial artist as their backing, but now that the Gao family suddenly had a level 4 inner martial artist, everyone was stunned. They never thought that the Gao family had been hiding their strength all this time. With their current ability, it was obvious that they would be able to compete for the number 1 family in Acropolis City. Qin Feng, don't think that you're the only one who can find a level 4 inner martial artist. Our Gao family can also nurture one. Are you sure you still want to go against our Gao family? Old Master Gao's tone changed as he stared at Qin Feng arrogantly. A level 4 inner martial artist in a 3rd-tier city like Acropolis City was indeed enough to make a family proud. Big brother Qin, I was careless just now. Now, I'll destroy the enemy. Yun Ziyi raised his hand and took out the fiery rod tied to his back. He waved the fiery rod casually, and rays of orange light flickered, causing everyone to be unable to take their eyes off him. Yun Ziyi, who had the raging fire rod, was simply unstoppable. Before he could even reach the Gao family's martial artists, the inner stage 4 man in black revealed a look of fear. Before the fight even started, he already felt that he had lost. Gao Wu, do your best to delay that white-clothed brat. Everyone from the Gao family, attack together and kill Qin Feng. At this point, Old Master Gao had no way out. He could also see that Yun Ziyi's strength was slightly stronger than Gao Wu's. He could only stall for time. He thought that as long as he killed Qin Feng, this disaster would be resolved. More than 30 strong men of the Gao family pounced towards Qin Feng. The scene was spectacular. Bai Qing, the 3 women, long hair, and the others had already blocked in front of Qin Feng, ready to fight at any time. Stop! Qin Feng suddenly spoke, and both sides immediately stopped. Old Master Gao thought that Qin Feng was afraid and wanted to retreat, so he looked at Qin Feng with a playful smile. Young Master Qin, do you have anything else to say? It's all because of your arrogance that we've come to this point. Could it be that you're afraid now? I'm not afraid. I just don't want to make things so troublesome. Qin Feng chuckled as he looked at Old Master Gao. Then, he said to Long Hair and the others, don't move. I'll deal with the Gao family by myself. The people of the Feng group were very clear about Qin Feng's strength, so they all retreated. Bai Qing and the other 2 women also knew how powerful Qin Feng was, but seeing that there were so many people on the other side, they still looked at Qin Feng worriedly and refused to retreat. Qin Feng patted the 3 women's heads and pulled them behind him. He even let Yun Ziyi and Long Hair be in charge of the 3 women's safety. Chapter 538. Qin Feng was going to fight the Gao family alone. The families in the Amethyst Dragon Palace didn't understand Qin Feng's intentions because they didn't know his true strength. As for those who had witnessed Qin Feng's strength, they were extremely excited, and looked as if they were eager to see Qin Feng's performance. Qin Feng, do you mean it? You want to fight the entire Gao family personally? Elder Gao raised his eyebrows. He couldn't hide the excitement in his eyes. Of course I do. Let's not waste time and start. Qin Feng smiled at Elder Gao. Of course, Qin Feng knew what Elder Gao was thinking. Wait, let's not rush to fight. We have to discuss the conditions clearly before we start. If you are defeated by the Gao family, you can't use this as an excuse to take revenge on the Gao family. You have to release Gao Wu, and this matter will end here. We'll mind our own business in the future. Old Master Gao said hurriedly. Everything he said was about Qin Feng losing. Old Master Gao had never thought that Qin Feng would win. Okay, we'll do as you say. If I injure or kill a member of the Gao family during the fight, don't hold it against me, Qin Feng agreed. Haha, no problem. There are people from all the families in the Acropolis City as witnesses. No one is allowed to go back on their word. Seeing that Qin Feng had agreed, Elder Gao grinned from ear to ear. It was as if Qin Feng was bound to lose before the fight even started. Both sides had set the rules, and the scene suddenly became fierce. A strong smell of gunpowder pervaded the air. Qin Feng stood with his hands behind his back. He stood in front of the 30 people from the Gao family. Gao Wu stood in front of the Gao family and stared at Qin Feng with a playful smile. Gao Wu knew that he was no match for Yun Ziyi, but he didn't take Qin Feng seriously. Gao Wu wasn't the only one who looked down on Qin Feng. Most of the people present didn't think Qin Feng would win. The descendants of the families began to discuss fiercely. They couldn't understand why Qin Feng didn't use his stage 4 inner qi subordinate. Why did he want to fight himself? A powerless hedonistic young master wanted to fight with more than 30 people from the Gao clan? He was simply overestimating himself. Although many people didn't say it, they were secretly gloating and waiting for Qin Feng to be tortured to death. Kill him. Old Master Gao walked past Gao Wu. His face suddenly turned cold, and he whispered an order into Gao Wu's ear. Gao Wu immediately nodded and pushed off with his feet. His entire body shot towards Qin Feng like an arrow leaving a bow. Qin Feng, you're too arrogant. I'll let you know the consequences of being arrogant. Gao Wu's first move was a killing move. The strength of a stage 4 inner qi expert was undoubtedly displayed. His speed was so fast that he turned into a blur in the eyes of those family clan's disciples. They could no longer pinpoint his true location. Even Bai Qing and the other 2 girls, who had just broken through to stage 1 inner qi, were shocked by Gao Wu's strength. The 3 girls felt an aura of death rushing towards them. If this attack was aimed at them, they would have been killed in one move. Qin Feng, be careful. The 3 women's expressions changed drastically as they cried out in alarm. The corners of Yun Zi's mouth raised slightly. He was very confident in Qin Feng's strength. Zhong Hui, on the other hand, had a face full of excitement. He was waiting for Gao Wu to be cut in half. Rumble. With a leap, Gao Wu arrived in front of Qin Feng in the blink of an eye. His fist was mixed with a violent gust of wind. Gao Wu swung his fist. His fist was about to touch the tip of Qin Feng's nose. Everyone watched this scene intently. Qin Feng actually didn't move at all from the beginning to the end. Swish. The sound of the wind rang out. The fist that was about to land suddenly flew out. The fist drew a circle in the air and finally smashed into Gao Wu's head, instantly breaking Gao Wu's attack. Who the fuck hit me with a fist? Stand out if you have the guts. See if I don't beat you to death. Gao Wu hadn't regained his senses for a moment. He swept his gaze around angrily. Everyone acted as if they didn't hear Gao Wu's question. Each of them widened their eyes and stared at Gao Wu's severed arm. The palm on his right arm was already gone, but there was no blood at the severed area. That scene was truly strange. Zzz. A slight spurting sound spread out. Gao Wu felt something spurt out from his wrist. He subconsciously looked over and was so scared that his eyeballs popped out. Gao Wu hurriedly covered his severed arm that was spurting out a pillar of blood. Waves of piercing pain quickly spread out, causing Gao Wu to wail like a ghost and howl like a wolf. My hand. Where's my hand? It hurts. Hurry up and kill me. I'm going to die of pain. Qin Feng's wind blade was too fast, so fast that it caught everyone off guard. Until now, everyone was still immersed in fear and doubt. No one clearly saw how Gao Wu's hand was cut off, not even Yun Ziyi. Qin Feng, you dare to sneak attack me? Hand over your life. After howling for a while, Gao Wu came back to his senses and threw another punch at Qin Feng. Qin Feng raised his hand and a ball of flame rose up, directly slapping Gao Wu's fist, causing Gao Wu's porcelain teeth to grimace from the heat. It hurts. Let go of me. Hurry up and fucking let go. Qin Feng gripped Gao Wu's fist tightly like a vice. No matter how hard Gao Wu struggled, he couldn't break free. The natural fire seed on Qin Feng's palm burned vigorously. Gao Wu's arm was burnt black, and the whole room was filled with the smell of charred smoke. Demonic cultivator? Qin Qin Feng is a demonic cultivator. There's actually a demonic cultivator family in Acropolis City. The Qin family has actually been hiding their strength. This is simply too terrifying. Is this a demonic cultivator? It can really transform demonic qi into a fire attribute. This is simply too powerful. Qin Feng casually used the natural fire seed in the system, scaring everyone to the point that they were speechless. There were many sects in China's martial arts world, but most of them were orthodox martial cultivators. Demonic cultivators were very rare. In a small city like Acropolis City, the tradition of large families practicing martial arts had only just begun. It was already incredible to have a few orthodox martial artists, let alone a demonic cultivator. Whether it was Qin Feng's wind blade martial skill or the natural fire seed, they both deeply shocked everyone. The descendants of the large families rejoiced in their hearts that they didn't impulsively join the Gao family's team to fight Qin Feng. Otherwise, they wouldn't even know how they died. The natural fire seed on Qin Feng's palm burned more than a meter high. Gao Wu's arm was already burnt to the point that he couldn't feel it anymore. Now, his upper body was also on fire. I'll take you down with me. Gao Wu did not expect Qin Feng to be a demonic cultivator. Moreover, Qin Feng's strength was unfathomable. Gao Wu realized that he was no match for Qin Feng. Therefore, he decided to self-detonate his inner qi in an attempt to perish together with Qin Feng. Bang! Qin Feng lifted his leg and sent Gao Wu flying with a kick. Boom! Gao Wu's body suddenly exploded in mid-air. The force of the explosion was like a bomb, causing the floor of the hall to tremble slightly. After the explosion, Gao Wu's flesh and blood rained down from the sky right where the Gao family members were standing. Blood and flesh splattered all over the bodies and heads of the Gao family members. Many of them vomited in disgust. A stage 4 inner Qi master was gone after only a few rounds of fighting. Everyone was scared to death by Qin Feng's strength. Elder Gao, why don't the rest of you attack? It's too slow to fight one by one. Why don't you all attack together? Gao Wu's self-destruction did not affect Qin Feng at all. Qin Feng looked at the Gao family members as if nothing had happened. The reason why Elder Gao had the confidence to fight against Qin Feng was that he had the help of Gao Wu, a stage 4 inner Qi expert. Now that Gao Wu had turned into a pile of flesh and blood, Elder Gao was so scared that his body trembled. You're not going to attack? Then I'll take the initiative to attack you. Qin Feng dashed toward the Gao family members. The 30 or so Gao family members were so scared that they were on the verge of tears. If even Gao Wu was no match for Qin Feng, then what could they do? Young Master Qin, spare us. Spare us. Young Master Qin, please be magnanimous and let us go. We can even leave the Gao family in the future. This is all Gao whose fault, it has nothing to do with us. Yes, yes. Young Master Qin, we'll all leave the Gao family in Acropolis City. We won't interfere in today's matter. Young Master Qin can do whatever he wants with Gao Hu. When Qin Feng's figure arrived, the Gao family members were so scared that they knelt on the ground and started begging Qin Feng. Elder Gao saw that the situation was hopeless, so he gave in. He smiled and said, Young Master Qin, our Gao family doesn't have an evil creature like Gao Hu in the future. From now on, Gao Hu has nothing to do with our Gao family. Since that's the case, our Gao family will go back first and not disturb young Master Qin's business. Elder Gao only had one thought in his mind, and that was to leave. Qin Feng's methods were too ruthless and decisive. Even the old patriarchs, who had been through a lot, were afraid of Qin Feng. Qin Feng didn't make things difficult for the Gao family members. He waved his hand and they quickly left. Whoosh! After the Gao family members left, the rest of the family members in the hall took a deep breath. The powerful aura that Qin Feng emitted made it hard for them to breathe. Gao Hu's face was full of despair as he watched his family abandon him. He regretted his decision so much that his intestines turned green. He didn't think that one wrong choice would ruin his entire life. Young Master Qin, The Wang family's unfilial son offended you. As the patriarch of the Wang family, I've come to apologize to you. If you have any requests, please let me know. The Wang family will do our best to fulfill them. Young Master Qin, all of the Xiao family's direct descendants are here. In the future, the Xiao family is willing to follow Qin manner, listen to young Master Qin's orders, and do our best to obey Qin manner's arrangements. Chapter 539. After Qin Feng displayed his strength, all the large families present started to submit to him. Qin Feng also used this opportunity to announce the return of the Acropolis City's Qin family and become the #1 family in Acropolis City. Actually, the second side mission of the system's Yun province disturbance was to revive the Acropolis City's Qin family and become the #1 family in Yun province. Now that the Qin family had become the #1 family in Acropolis City, the system's mission had not been completed yet. It was obvious that they had not reached the standards of the #1 family in Yun province. After the patriarchs of the large families submitted to Qin Feng did not keep them any longer and allowed them to leave the Amethyst Dragon Palace with their grandchildren. After everyone left, Bai Qing and Liu Wenjing started to quarrel over the title of sister-in-law. Long Hair was afraid of being punished by Qin Feng, so he quickly left with his brothers, saying that he was going to clean up the old Qin residence and restore it to its original state as soon as possible. After Long Hair and the others left, Bai Qing and Liu Wenjing were locked in a fight. Qin Feng did not stop the two girls. Their strengths were similar and they would not really hurt each other. It was a good thing to let them train each other and increase their own strength. Big brother Qin, are you really a demonic cultivator? Yun Ziyi looked at Qin Feng with a burning gaze, as if he had seen a treasure. Sort of. Qin Feng was not a demonic cultivator, but it was not easy to explain the natural fire seed to Yun Ziyi, so he simply acquiesced. Big brother Qin, can you help me step into the ranks of demonic cultivators? I heard that demonic cultivators can transform demonic energy into fire, ice, and other attacks. Once they become demonic cultivators, their strength will be much stronger than orthodox martial cultivators of the same level. Yun Ziyi could not hide the excitement on his face. He thought that if he became a level 4 demonic cultivator and had an orange quality fire rod as a weapon, he would have more confidence in competing for the position of patriarch. Your current strength is still a little lacking. When you're a little stronger, I'll teach you. Qin Feng had a pretty good impression of Yun Ziyi, but he could not help Yun Ziyi become a demonic cultivator. However, Qin Feng thought of the fire spirit pill that he had drawn from the system. This thing had a very high chance of turning orthodox martial cultivators into demonic cultivators. However, the fire spirit pill that Qin Feng had was prepared to be given to Hua Yang to nurture her into a dual-attribute demonic cultivator. Qin Feng thought that if he had similar pills in the future, he would give them to Yun Ziyi. Big brother Qin, then I'll thank you first. Yun Ziyi did not doubt Qin Feng's words at all and looked at Qin Feng with an excited expression. Qin Feng wasn't in the mood to think about anything else. All he could think about was how to make his return more powerful. Yun Ziyi, help me with something. Qin Feng's eyes suddenly lit up as he looked at Yun Ziyi with a smile. Big brother Qin, if you have anything to say, feel free to tell me, Yun Ziyi said respectfully. Qin Feng waved his hand and had Yun Ziyi come to his side. Then, he whispered something into Yun Ziyi's ear. After Yun Ziyi heard it, his expression kept changing, and in the end, he looked like a shy big boy. Big brother Qin. You really want to do this? Isn't this damaging your reputation? Yun Ziyi looked at Qin Feng doubtfully. He didn't know what Qin Feng's intentions were. Qin Feng said indifferently, how is this damaging to my image? That's because you haven't heard of me before. I'm Acropolis City's #1 young master, dissolute and uninhibited. That's more in line with my image. Alright, just do as I say. You must appear strong. Qin Feng waved his hand at Yun Ziyi, as if there was no need to discuss this matter any further. Yun Ziyi had a hesitant expression, but in the end, he gritted his teeth and left. Once Yun Ziyi left, Bai Qing and Liu Wenjing were also tired from fighting. They sat at the side and panted. Lin Bei Bei looked at the two girls and shook her head helplessly. She knew that it was useless to persuade them. Beauties, are you tired from fighting? Let's go, I'll take you to a feast. Qin Feng chuckled as he walked to the two girls' side and pulled them up. Bai Qing and Liu Wenjing glared at Qin Feng snappily. I'm not tired, go eat by yourself. The two girls' actions were surprisingly consistent with their words. They were so angry that they hurriedly changed their words. Since you're tired, then continue to stay here. Qin Feng, let's go eat a feast. Bai Qing and Liu Wenjing each held one of Qin Feng's arms. Their expressions were exactly the same, and Lin Bei Bei couldn't help but cover her mouth and laugh. Qin Feng hurriedly hugged the two girls' slender waists, gave Lin Bei Bei a look, and walked out. Young missus, stop bickering. Let's go eat together and celebrate my, Qin Feng's, triumphant return and the revival of the Qin mansion. The four of them walked out of the Amethyst Dragon Palace. Along the way, Bai Qing and Liu Wenjing continued to bicker. They felt like a pair of happy enemies, which livened up the atmosphere and brought a lot of joy to Qin Feng and Lin Bei Bei. When they arrived at the Royal Hotel, the two girls finally stopped bickering. Because Bai Qing was busy arranging the private room and serving the dishes, Lin Bei Bei went to comfort Liu Wenjing. Liu Wenjing was not aggressive towards Lin Bei Bei at all. Seeing Lin Bei Bei's weak and uncompetitive personality, she liked Lin Bei Bei very much. The two girls quickly chatted and laughed. While Qin Feng's side was a happy and harmonious scene, the large families of Yunhai City were suffering a great disaster. The Yin-Yang elders were both seventh-layer demonic cultivators. When they joined forces, all the large and small families in Yunhai City were trampled to the ground by them. The two elders vented their pent-up anger towards Qin Feng on the large families of Yunhai City. The people of these families were really unlucky. Yin Elder, I think it's about time. Yunhai City's 5 big and 7 small families have been bullied by us. That Qin Feng's reputation in Yunhai City has been thoroughly tarnished. These families must be gathering their forces and preparing to join forces to destroy Qin Feng. At this time, young Elder stood on the roof of a courtyard house and said calmly as he looked at the pile of trash on the ground that they had just brutally bullied. A sneer flashed across Elder Yin's eyes. He felt the thrill of revenge and couldn't help but laugh loudly. Haha. Qin Feng, who asked you to fucking trick me? Today, I'll let you taste the feeling of being tricked by me. Elder Yin laughed happily, and so did Elder Yang. No matter what, the Yin-Yang elders were the two great protectors of the poison sect. Both of them were 7th-layer demonic cultivators. Even in the secular world, their names were quite famous. In the end, they were repeatedly tricked by a little kid like Qin Feng. Now that they finally got their revenge on Qin Feng, the two elders laughed so hard that their mouths almost cracked. Ding dong. Halfway through their laughter, Elder Yang's phone rang. There's a message. Yin Elder hurriedly looked at Elder Yang. Both of their phones were specially made by the sect. Usually, important messages would be sent over in the form of text messages. Elder Yang quickly took out his phone and looked at it. His facial expression kept changing, and in the end, his entire neck turned red. Suddenly, Elder Yang waved his hand and directly threw the phone in his hand. The phone fell to the ground and directly shattered into pieces. Bang! Elder Yang's gesture of throwing the phone was exactly the same as Yin Elder's. Yin Elder was startled. What are you doing, Elder Yang? What's the message? Elder Yang was still panting heavily. He yelled angrily, damn it. We were tricked by Qin Feng again. Fuck. Why did we get tricked by that bastard again? Yin Elder's mouth twitched violently. He was so angry that his eyes widened and his beard puffed. That bastard Qin Feng purposely asked us to help him bully the Ninghai family over the phone. His goal was to build up his reputation in the 4 cities of Yun province. The message just now came from the poison sect's informant in Acropolis City. He said that Qin Feng had just bullied all the big families in Acropolis City, and now Acropolis City has been unified by Qin Feng. Also, the Su family of Sky City is also helping Qin Feng build up his reputation. Yin Elder was instantly enlightened after Elder Yang explained the situation to him. He was so angry that he almost crushed his teeth. Qin Feng, you little bastard, I must cut him into 1,000 pieces with my own hands. Let's go to the Acropolis city now and destroy the Qin mansion. Let's build up some momentum for me, Elder Yin said impatiently. Elder Yang was so angry that his eyes turned red. Let's go. Let's go now and spread the news about Qin Feng to all the big sects in the martial arts world. We'll make sure that Qin Feng can't escape even if he has wings, Elder Yang suggested. The two elders hit it off immediately. They rushed to Acropolis City while preparing to spread the news. However, when they reached for their phones, they found that they had smashed them. They were so angry that they gnashed their teeth again. In the VIP room of the Royal Hotel, Qin Feng was still unaware of the Yin-Yang elder's actions. He was currently accompanying the three beauties and eating delicacies leisurely. When Qin Feng was almost done eating, he took out the Martial Art Alliance's phone to see if there were any updates. The cell phone kept ringing when he turned it on. It was filled with all kinds of messages. New mission from the Martial Art Alliance, Ancient Ruins Exploration Mission. Welcome. New mission from the Martial Art Alliance, Devil Beast Mountain Hunting Mission. Large-scale team mission. Martial arts experts from all over the world are welcome to sign up. Green Wolf, you son of a bitch. How dare you not come to save me? We are no longer friends. The message was from Billowy Lady. Brother Green Wolf, are you there? The message was from Xiao 11th Lang. Many messages in the cell phone were from the system. Some of them were from the Martial Art Alliance, while others were from individuals who paid for megaphones. Qin Feng briefly scanned through the messages. He remembered that Hua Yang had mentioned the Ancient Ruins Exploration Mission to him before. Qin Feng was quite interested in it. Also, the Devil Beast Mountain Hunting Mission was in Acropolis City. Qin Feng temporarily set aside these quests and read Hua Yang's personal message. Qin Feng had just returned from Heping Town. Back then, he went to rescue Hua Yang using Qin Feng's identity, but Hua Yang mistakenly thought that Green Wolf didn't save her. Qin Feng thought of Hua Yang's cute pouting face and gigantic breasts when he read the message. He found it hilarious. Chapter 540. 5 minutes after Qin Feng sent the message, Xiao 11 Lang came online. Brother Green Wolf, I've been looking for you for the past few days. Have you been on the Martial Artist Alliance's intranet lately? Xiao 11 Lang replied. No, I've been training in seclusion ever since I completed the mission you gave me last time. I just came out today. Qin Feng found a random excuse to brush off Xiao 11 Lang and asked, Brother Xiao, do you have a new mission for me this time? We talked about meeting each other last time. Do you have time recently? After a while, Xiao 11 Lang replied, Haha, I'm also preparing to train in seclusion. After I'm done with my training, I'll meet you, Brother Green Wolf. By the way, I do have a new mission for you this time. Are you interested? Qin Feng raised his eyebrows slightly. He had a feeling that Xiao 11 Lang was on guard against him. He continued to play dumb and said, Brother Xiao's missions always have attractive rewards. Of course I'm interested. After a while, Xiao 11 Lang replied again. Qin Feng almost threw his phone away when he read the content. The mission this time is to assassinate a Stage 4 inner Qi martial artist. His name is Qin Feng, and he's from Acropolis City. If Brother Green Wolf is interested, I'll send you the details. Damn you. You want me to kill myself? Qin Feng's reaction was so strong that the three women looked at him in shock. Qin Feng, are you okay? What do you mean by kill myself? What's wrong? The three women looked at Qin Feng worriedly. They were confused by his words. Qin Feng quickly smiled and waved his hand. I'm fine. I'm playing the Legend of the Three Kingdoms. Hurry up and eat. Eat more. You're so bored. You have three beauties to eat with you, and you're playing the Legend of the Three Kingdoms? What a killjoy. Liu Wenjing complained, and the three women continued to eat by themselves. Qin Feng comforted the three women and looked at his phone with a frown. Qin Fen had always wanted to find out Xiao 11th Lang's true identity. Now that Xiao 11th Lang had suddenly issued such a quest, Qin Fen was caught unprepared. Qin Fen guessed that Xiao 11th Lang might really have discovered the relationship between him and Green Wolf. Xiao 11th Lang had clearly cut off all means of retreat to make things difficult for everyone. If Qin Feng didn't agree to Xiao 11 Lang's request, he would be admitting that he was Green Wolf. But if he accepted the mission, how could he complete it? After a moment of hesitation, Qin Feng decided to accept the mission. At least he could buy himself some time. This mission is not bad. It's just a stage 4 inner chi martial artist. I don't care about him at all. Xiao 11 Lang didn't seem to expect that Qin Feng would accept the mission. After a while, he replied, "Haha, yes, Brother Green Wolf is the hero who single-handedly destroyed the Sima family in Acropolis City." How could a stage 4 inner chi martial artist be his match? I won't mistreat Brother Green Wolf for this mission. I'll give you 1,000 points, a spirit stone, and a Yuan meteor stone. Xiao 11th Lang's reward for the mission was indeed generous. After sending the message, Xiao 11th Lang sent another email to Qin Feng. Qin Feng downloaded the email. It was filled with detailed information about Qin Feng. After reading through all the information, Qin Feng's mouth twitched violently. This information was recorded almost from the time he was 10 years old until now. Even the first girlfriend he came into contact with and how many female celebrities he had fooled around with were clearly recorded. Qin Fen even began to suspect that Xiao 11 Lang's true identity was someone close to him. Otherwise, how could he have investigated him so thoroughly? I received the information. I just came out of seclusion and need a few days to stabilize my strength. After that, I'll assassinate Qin Feng. When Qin Fen replied to this message, he felt a little strange. Xiao 11 Lang had already gone offline, and his profile picture was grey. Qin Fen waited for a while but did not see any more replies from him. In the end, he also logged out of the Martial Art Alliance's membership account. Young Master, did Green Wolf accept the mission? In a luxurious villa in the provincial capital, Uncle Yang looked at the handsome young man sitting on the sofa expectantly. He accepted it, the young man said faintly. He raised his eyebrows slightly as if he had something on his mind. That means Green Wolf and Qin Feng aren't the same person, Uncle Yang said. The young man's eyes were deep. He shook his head and said, "It's still too early to make a conclusion. When Green Wolf really kills Qin Feng, we'll be able to prove that they aren't related. If that's the case, Qin Feng will be dead, and the mission given to us by the higher-ups will be considered completed. At that time, we can still rope in Green Wolf and strengthen our forces." A trace of hesitation flashed in Uncle Fu's eyes. In the end, he said, "Young Master, what if things develop in the opposite direction?" The young man's eyes suddenly focused and his expression turned cold. If Qin Feng is Green Wolf, then we've all underestimated Qin Feng's ability. It won't be easy to deal with him. When that time comes, we'll have to ask the higher-ups to send more experts to deal with Qin Feng. I believe that as long as the higher-ups send people to help us, Qin Feng will definitely die. When Uncle Fu thought of the true experts in the mountains, a look of reverence appeared on his face. Although Uncle Fu was a stage 8 inner chi expert, he didn't dare to act rashly in front of those experts. At this moment, great changes were taking place in the 4 cities of Yun Province. All the major families in Ninghai City were turned upside down by the Yin-Yang elders. However, everyone thought that the Yin-Yang elders were Qin Feng's subordinates and that everything was arranged by Qin Feng. In a short period of time, Qin Feng's name spread throughout Yunhai City. Under Su Qiuyu's influence, Sky City quickly spread the news of Qin Feng's powerful return. The 4 major families also helped the Su family to promote Qin Feng's strength and ability. They praised Qin Feng so much that he almost reached the heavens. The movements in Jincheng City were relatively quieter. Naturally, the most popular topic was Acropolis City. The news of Qin Feng suppressing all the major families in Acropolis City had just spread. Now, the news of Qin Feng's tyrannical forced marriage had set off a new wave of discussion in Acropolis City. The reason why this news spread so quickly was all thanks to Yun Ziyi. Not long ago, he received Qin Feng's instructions and specially ran to all the major families in Acropolis City to inform the patriarchs of those families to prepare to marry their daughters to Qin Feng. After finishing the forced marriage work in Acropolis City, Yun Ziyi rushed to Jincheng City without stopping. The order that Qin Feng gave was not only to force marriage within Acropolis City, but also to let Yun Ziyi spread the news to all the major families in the 4 cities of Yun province. He wanted them to know that Qin Feng was going to forcefully marry the daughters of these families. Such a fucking task was given to a pure and innocent youth like Yun Ziyi to complete. No wonder Yun Ziyi was shy and nervous earlier. Qin Feng and the 3 women ate for more than an hour. Qin Feng and Lin Bei had already finished eating. At this moment, the 2 of them were sitting together and occasionally lingering. Bai Qing and Liu Wenjing had just fought fiercely and exhausted too much energy. They ate for a while before they could fill their stomachs. After everyone finished eating, Qin Feng brought them out to go shopping. It was rare for Qin Feng to come back, so he wanted to spend all his time with these women. Walking on the street, it was very lively with people coming and going. Moreover, the people on the street seemed to be more lively than usual. The whole street was full of people whispering and discussing. Their voices were not low, so Qin Feng and the 3 women could hear them clearly. Have you heard? Acropolis City's #1 hedonistic young master, Qin Feng, is back. Of course I heard about such big news. I also heard that he gathered all the major families in Acropolis City not long ago and suppressed them one by one. Now, Acropolis City is the Qin clan's world again. TSK. Your news is outdated. I just received reliable information from inside. That shameless bastard, Qin Feng, actually sent people to all the major families to force marriage. He wanted all the unmarried women between the ages of 8 and 28 to marry Qin Feng, or else he would kill them without mercy. How can there be such a shameless person in the world? If he marries all the women in Acropolis City, what about us single losers? If you want to force marriage, go to another city and force it. Why do you have to do it in Acropolis City? Holy shit. No way. Is this news real or fake? I curse Qin Feng's son to have no assholes. Qin Feng was walking along the street, and when he heard these discussions, he stumbled and almost fell. Lin Bei and the other 2 women stared at Qin Feng with astonished and doubtful eyes. They were all stunned by these discussions. Qin Feng, you can't be serious, right? You really forced all the unmarried women between the ages of 8 and 28 to marry you? So you're this kind of person? Liu Wenjing looked at Qin Feng dumbfoundedly and questioned. Lin Bei didn't know what to say and stood quietly to the side. Bai Qing was also about to open her mouth and ask, but when she thought of Qin Feng's previous hedonistic image, Bai Qing felt that he really might do such a thing. As the saying goes, there's no smoke without fire. If this wasn't true, why would these people be talking about this matter all over the street? Ahem. I only said that I forced 1 woman from each family to marry me. I didn't set an age. Don't misunderstand me, how could I be that kind of person? Qin Feng said as he looked at the 3 women awkwardly. As soon as the words left his mouth, he realized that he had let it slip. This was just a method Qin Feng used to make a strong comeback. If he said it now, it would definitely cause the 3 women to misunderstand. Alright, Qin Feng, you're really this shameless. I was wrong about you. Go find those rich heiresses and don't look for me in the future. Liu Wenjing turned and walked away with a huff. Bai Qing and Lin Bei held hands and stood to the side. They looked at Qin Feng pitifully. Qin Feng was about to explain, but Bai Qing spoke first. Don't say anything. If you found 1 or 2 more women, we'd tolerate it. But this time, you're putting radishes and cabbages in a basket. Are you trying to make a hodgepodge? This is too sudden. Bei and I need to think about it. Let us be quiet first. Chapter 541. Lin Bei and the other 2 girls left, leaving Qin Feng alone on the streets. Everyone around him was talking about his shameless forced marriage. Qin Feng was too embarrassed to appear in public, so he went back to the royal hotel to rest. Qin Feng lay on the large bed in the presidential suite 888, feeling quite bored. Just as he was about to find some time to find Zhao Ling's yarn, a system announcement sounded out in his mind. Ding! Congratulations host Qin Feng for completing the fourth side quest Yun Province disturbance. The host has returned to the Yun Province. The system rewards host Qin Feng 20,000 Hedonist points, 1x Blood Demon Armor, and 1x 10,000 Beasts Technique. Qin Feng suppressed the large families and had Yun Ziyi spread the news that he was going to force a marriage. All of this was to complete the system's mission. Qin Feng was incredibly excited when he heard the system announcement that he had completed the mission. Qin Feng entered the Hedonist system with his mind. Little Pig jumped onto his shoulder and intimately rubbed its head against Qin Feng's face. Qin Feng stroked Little Pig's soft fur and focused his attention on the Blood Demon Armor and 10,000 Beasts Technique. Blood Demon Armor Special Attribute Battle Armor, level can't be determined. The battle armor contains the blood of magical beasts. Activating the battle armor allows the wearer to rule magical beasts and become the king of beast. Qin Feng's expression changed when he saw the Blood Demon Armor's introduction. Did this mean that if he wore this Blood Demon Armor, he would be able to unify the beast race? Qin Feng remembered the battle on Devil Beast Mountain 3 months ago. The system had given him the Super Quest Beast Race Disturbance. The main quest was to find the King of Beasts and rule the beast race. This quest had 500,000 Hedonist points. Was he going to complete it so easily? Master, stop daydreaming. The Blood Demon Armor isn't what you think it is. As Qin Feng was daydreaming, Little Pig's complaint was like a bucket of cold water poured over his head. Then what's the deal with this illusory demon armor? Qin Feng asked unhappily. The illusory demon armor's main feature is that it contains a portion of the pure spirit blood of a super magical beast. As long as the master wears the illusory demon armor, wild beasts and magical beasts will treat you as one of their kind and won't harm you. At the same time, the master can activate the pure spirit blood in the blood demon armor. However, the strength of this magic beast depended on the master's own strength. Simply put, the stronger the master was, the more powerful the magic beast would be after activating the pure spirit blood. Because of this, the system is unable to define the grade of the blood demon armor, because the grade of the blood demon armor changes according to its owner's strength. So that's how it is. After listening to Little Pig's explanation, Qin Feng realized that he had been happy for nothing. After studying the blood demon armor, Qin Feng's gaze fell on the 10,000 Beasts spell. This skill was extremely powerful. Little Pig had introduced it to him before, and now that Qin Feng had finally obtained it, he couldn't stop smiling. Little Pig, can this 10,000 Beasts technique make me a multi-attribute cultivator? Qin Feng hurriedly asked. Previously, Little Pig couldn't tell Qin Feng because of the system's rules. Now that Qin Feng had obtained the Myriad Beast spell, Little Pig said, I don't think so. Qin Feng's smile abruptly froze on his face. He asked in astonishment, what do you mean shouldn't be able to? Didn't you tell me to quickly complete the quest and obtain this skill? Master, this cultivation method can indeed produce the effect of cultivating multiple attributes, but I forgot to tell you at the time that this cultivation method isn't for humans. It's a high-level cultivation method used by the Beast Clan, Little Pig said with a chuckle. The corner of Qin Feng's mouth twitched violently. He almost kicked Little Pig away. Damn you, why didn't you tell me such important information earlier? Then this skill is useless to me. Master, you can't blame me. It's the system's restriction on revealing information about items that haven't been obtained yet. The Little Pig complained and continued to say, this technique might not be completely useless for Master. That's why I said Master shouldn't be able to cultivate it, not that he definitely won't be able to cultivate it. The Little Pig deliberately whetted Qin Feng's appetite. Qin Feng wanted to cook it into a stew and drink it. What's going on? Can't you just tell me all at once? Qin Feng complained. Little Pig chuckled for a while and finally became serious. Master, you asked the system to analyze your body, and the system quoted a price of 1 million hedonist points. This means that your body is hiding a huge secret. Plus, you were hit by Taoist Rakshasa's corpse energy and Big Boobs Hua Yang's demon energy at the same time, but you didn't die. You even fused the two energies for your own use. According to my analysis, Master, you're not human. You're the one who's not human. Also, who told you to call Big Boobs Hua Yang? You have no respect for your elders. Qin Feng angrily glared at Little Pig. Little Pig smiled disapprovingly. I'm not human to begin with. I'm the universe's invincible cute pig. What I mean is, Master, you might be a hybrid between a human and a beast. Little Pig, I'm going to use the system to destroy you. Qin Feng gritted his teeth in anger. Little Pig could tell that Qin Feng was truly angry, so it hurriedly jumped onto Qin Feng's shoulder and started rubbing Qin Feng's face with its little paws. It looked as if they were very close. Don't try that, it doesn't work on me, Qin Feng said as he glared at Little Pig. Master, that myriad beast spell is a good thing. You can try to cultivate it. If you really succeed, then all you have to do is kill magical beasts and absorb their demonic energy. Then, you'll be able to produce the corresponding attribute in your body. At that time, let alone dual cultivation, you'll be able to cultivate wind, fire, thunder, ice, and rain at the same time without a problem. Little Pig intentionally changed the topic. Really? Qin Feng instantly forgot about what just happened and looked at Little Pig with an excited expression. Of course it's true. Master, you can look at the introduction of the Myriad Beasts spell and you'll know. However, this cultivation method is for magical beasts, so Master must be very careful when cultivating it. If you feel that you can't cultivate it anymore, then stop. Otherwise, you'll suffer from qi deviation, Little Pig solemnly reminded Qin Feng. Qin Feng paid no more attention to Little Pig and carefully studied the Myriad Beast spell. This cultivation method was exactly as Little Pig said. After cultivating it, he could absorb the demonic essence of a magical beast for his own use. Moreover, there was no upper limit to the amount of attributes he could absorb, and there was no such thing as fire and water being incompatible with each other. After Qin Feng understood the Myriad Beast spell, he decided to start cultivating it. He opened the Myriad Beast spell and flipped through the pages. This cultivation method was in the form of an ancient picture. There were no words, and the pictures were of ferocious magical beasts that couldn't be seen today. Some of them even appeared in ancient Huaxia myths. Qin Feng quickly flipped through the pages, and the information of each picture was instantly imprinted in Qin Feng's mind. The impression was extremely deep, as if he would never forget it for the rest of his life. After flipping through the entire Myriad Beast spell once, Qin Feng put the cultivation method back into the system. Now, this cultivation method was already imprinted in Qin Feng's mind. Qin Feng closed his eyes, and the pictures flipped back and forth in his mind. The ferocious beasts in the pictures became vivid and lifelike. Some roared at the sky, some ran in the valley, some soared in the sky, and some hid in the water. These pictures were like a big movie. The pictures kept changing, and Qin Feng watched with relish. Unknowingly, layers of true qi emerged from Qin Feng's body, and the blood in his body began to circulate faster. Whoosh! After an unknown amount of time, Qin Feng felt a heavy pressure on his chest, as if a huge rock weighing thousands of kilograms was pressing down on him. The pictures in his mind flipped faster and faster, and the blood in his body seemed to be boiling. This feeling was extremely unbearable. Qin Feng felt like his body was going to explode at any moment. He really wanted to open his eyes and make the Myriad Beast spell in his mind disappear, but everything continued to circulate, and Qin Feng couldn't control it at all. Rumble. Qin Feng's body suddenly exploded, and he hurriedly opened his eyes in shock. The pictures in his mind had already disappeared, and the boiling blood in his body quickly returned to normal. Everything was quickly returning to normal, as if nothing had happened. Master, you actually mastered the Myriad Beast spell? It only took you 3 hours to master it. Little Pig's surprised voice sounded in Qin Feng's mind. Qin Feng hurriedly felt the condition of his body, but he didn't find any changes. Does this mean that I've mastered it? But I don't feel anything at all. Master, the myriad beast spell is different from ordinary skills. It doesn't mean that your strength will increase by leaps and bounds after mastering it. The art of 10,000 beasts needs to be practiced to the advanced level before you can start to use this set of cultivation method to increase your strength. In the future, it will help Master continuously increase his strength. In the future, Master will discover the power of this set of cultivation method. Little Pig explained to Qin Feng for a long time, but Qin Feng still didn't understand. At this moment, the sound of hurried footsteps entered Qin Feng's ears. Qin Feng's expression changed greatly, and just as he jumped off the bed, the presidential suite's door was slammed open. Qin Feng, you little bastard, hand over your life. Elder Yin slammed his palm towards Qin Feng as soon as he entered the room. His palm was covered in a layer of ice, and the temperature in the room suddenly dropped. Elder Yin, don't you want the antidote? Screw you, I'll take you down with me. Elder Yin didn't believe Qin Feng anymore. This time, he really wanted to kill Qin Feng with the intention of taking him down with him. In a moment of desperation, Qin Feng hurriedly slammed his palm against Elder Yin's ice palm. Rumble. The huge impact sent Qin Feng flying, and he fell right next to the window. Elder Yin looked at the ice on his palm that was melted by the flames, and his face was full of shock. Stinking brat, are you a demon cultivator or not? I'll go first. You can slowly guess. Qin Feng knew that he wasn't a match for the Yin-Yang elders, so he jumped out of the window when Elder Yin wasn't paying attention. Chapter 542. How could this be? Could it be that this brat already knew we were coming to kill him? Otherwise, why would he leave a hot air balloon outside the window? The Yin-Yang elders stared blankly at the hot air balloon disappearing into the distance. That can't be right. When we came in, we looked around, but there was no hot air balloon. We didn't even see a person flying a kite, the Yin elder muttered to himself. Damn it. Let's go after him. He seems to be heading toward Devil Beast Mountain. The Yin-Yang elders quickly chased after Qin Feng after they regained their senses. At the same time, countless martial arts sects snuck into Acropolis City. These sects gathered experts. Some were here to steal Qin Feng's treasures, while others were here to seek revenge. Martial Uncle Yuan Zhen, I just received news that Qin Feng is heading toward Devil Beast Mountain. A group of yellow-clothed monks walked on the bustling streets of Acropolis City, attracting many people's attention. The old monk who led the group had a cold expression. He muttered to himself, Qin Feng, how dare you kill my junior brother Yuan Qing? Today, this old monk will make you die without a burial place. Let's go. To Devil Beast Mountain. Vice sect leader, Qin Feng is heading to Devil Beast Mountain. Let's go and kill him to avenge senior brother Yun Qing. The group of Wudang sect disciples who had just arrived at Acropolis City hurried toward Devil Beast Mountain. What's that in the sky? Give me the binoculars. A Mei sect's priestess Heartless was on her way to Qin Manor in Acropolis City when she suddenly stopped and looked at the hot air balloon in the sky. She took out the binoculars and looked at it for a while. Then, she furrowed her brows and said hurriedly, the person on the hot air balloon is Qin Feng, and is heading toward Devil Beast Mountain. Let's go there now. For a time, various martial arts sects, big and small, were marching toward Devil Beast Mountain. The scene was the same as the martial arts disturbance 3 months ago. The only difference was that this time, the number of sects and experts was greater than 3 months ago. Qin Feng was unaware of the current situation. He was sitting on the hot air balloon and had already drifted into Devil Beast Mountain's airspace. Qin Feng had specially come to Devil Beast Mountain. He had just obtained the Blood Demon armor and the 10,000 Beasts mantra, so he wanted to come to Devil Beast Mountain to hunt and test out the effects of the 10,000 Beasts mantra. The hot air balloon floated to the sky above Devil Beast Mountain, and Qin Feng let the hot air balloon descend. Just as his feet touched the ground, he saw a group of people dressed in blue robes rushing over with longswords in their hands. They were obviously the people of the Wu-Tang clan. Not long ago, Qin Fen had killed the genius of the Wu-Tang faction, Zhong Yunqing, in Heping Town. Now that he had run into the Wu-Tang faction, Qin Fen thought it was a coincidence. He pretended not to know them and continued to walk into Devil Beast Mountain. Qin Feng, stop right there. Suddenly, an angry shout came from behind. Qin Fen stopped in his tracks and looked at the leader of the Wu-Tang clan with a puzzled expression. Brother, are you calling me? I'm not Qin Feng. Did you get the wrong person? Humph. You killed Zhong Yunqing, a talented disciple of the younger generation of our Wu-Tang clan. Even if you turn into ashes, our Wu-Tang disciples will still recognize you. Why are you still playing dumb in front of me? Do you think I'm an idiot? Zhong Duanya glared at Qin Feng angrily. Now that he understood why the other party had come, Qin Feng did not need to pretend anymore. He put on a roguish look and looked Zhong Duanya up and down. So, you guys are here to avenge that rookie Zhong Yunqing. With his mediocre skills, how can he be called a talented disciple of the younger generation? Does your Wu-Tang clan have to be so weak? Ignorant child, let me show you the power of our Wu-Tang clan. Zhong Duanya was so angry that he rolled his eyes. He raised the silver longsword in his hand and stabbed at Qin Feng. Zhong Duanya was agile and fast. In just a few breaths, he had reached Qin Feng's side. Zhong Duanya's body emitted a sharp sword chi, which instantly condensed and shot at Qin Feng. Is this the power of the Wu-Tang clan? It's only SOSO. The corner of Qin Feng's mouth curled up slightly. Suddenly, a pair of mighty and domineering battle axes appeared in his hands. The battle axes chopped down from the sky, and a long blue dragon whizzed past, directly scaring Zhong Duanya into retreating. Stinking brat, you're practically looking for death. Set up the formation. Zhong Duanya did not expect Qin Feng to be so powerful. He was clearly only at stage 5 inner chi, yet he could explode with such a powerful force. Zhong Yunqing really did not suffer a loss for dying in Qin Feng's hands. Zhong Duanya did not dare to fight Qin Feng head-on anymore. With a command, the 12 Wu-Tang Mountain disciples all raised their longswords and quickly formed a strange formation. The longswords in everyone's hands trembled, and waves of sword chimes sounded in the air. It was so noisy that Qin Feng's ears were a little deaf. Qin Feng, you brat, I'll show you the real Wu-Tang sword. Zhong Duanya felt that Qin Feng's strength was being suppressed by the formation. Suddenly, he stabbed with his sword. The sword chi soared into the sky, causing people to shiver. Cliff swordsmanship. The cliff swordsmanship was one of the Wu-Tang Mountain's sword skills that were not passed on to others. Zhong Duanya was the current Wu-Tang clan expert who had cultivated the cliff swordsmanship to the extreme. Because of this, he changed his name to Zhong Duanya. When the cliff swordsmanship was unleashed, the blade was so sharp that it broke the cliff and shattered rocks. In an instant, Qin Feng also felt the hidden power of this sword. Raging flames to the sky. Qin Feng did not dare to be careless. With a leap, his silhouette rose into the air. The two axes in his hands danced quickly, and two blue dragons surged forward, pouncing towards Zhong Duanya. Rumble. The two huge attacks collided, and an intense explosion rang out. Qin Feng's eyes narrowed, and he was directly sent flying by several sword chi. He fell to the ground and spat out a few mouthfuls of blood. What's going on? Qin Feng did not care about his own injuries, and looked at Zhong Duanya in surprise. According to the strength of the sword chi that Zhong Duanya had just released, Qin Feng's Sky Splitter axe combined with the raging flames to the sky should have been able to completely block it, and he could even counterattack Zhong Duanya. However, after Qin Feng released his axe chi, he clearly felt that its power was being suppressed. When it finally collided with Zhong Duanya's sword chi, it did not even have half of its original power. Ha ha ha. Qin Feng, now you know the strength of our Wu-Tang clan. Did you think that I, your father, set up the Wu-Tang 13 formations to play with you? Zhong Duanya leaped, and was already standing in front of Qin Feng, looking at Qin Feng with a playful expression. Qin Feng's gaze fell on the bodies of the 12 Wu-Tang disciples around him. These 12 people had been standing in fixed positions, spinning the longswords in their hands. Even now, they had not stopped. I really did not think that your Wu-Tang clan's formations would also have the effect of suppressing one's strength. Today, my eyes have been opened. Qin Feng exclaimed in his heart. He had still underestimated these martial arts sects in the secular world. It seemed that the reason why they had existed for decades, or even centuries, was because they had their own strong points. Zhong Duanya was pleased with himself for a while, and his expression suddenly turned cold. He pointed his long sword at Qin Feng's chest, and said in a low voice, "Stinking brat, hand over the Wu-Tang Azure sharp sword, and I can spare your life." Qin Feng suddenly laughed, "Haha, so you're here for the Azure sharp sword. I thought you really had a close relationship with that Zhong Yunqing guy, and came here to avenge him. Don't talk nonsense. If you want to live, hand over the Azure sharp sword, and give me all the treasures on your body. Otherwise, I'll pierce your heart right now." Zhong Duanya took a deep breath. His long sword was covered with a layer of inner qi, and it was extremely cold. The Azure sharp sword was one of the 6 great treasured swords of Wu-Tang. Because Zhong Yunqing was a well-known figure among the younger generation of Wu-Tang, the Wu-Tang clan gave the Azure sharp sword to Zhong Yunqing to use. Last time, when Qin Feng killed Zhong Yunqing, he put the Azure sharp sword into the system. "I can give you the Azure sharp sword and all my treasures, but are you sure you'll let me live?" Qin Feng looked at Zhong Duanya and said, "Of course, our Wu-Tang is a famous righteous sect, and we keep our word." Zhong Duanya suppressed the excitement in his heart, and said with forced calmness. Qin Feng thought it was funny. What bullshit righteous sects? In order to steal treasures, they would do all sorts of immoral and sinister things. How could they call themselves righteous sects like this? Qin Feng naturally would not show these emotions. At this time, he looked hesitant, and finally gritted his teeth and said, "Fine, then I'll believe you this time. Come over, I'll give you all the treasures." Qin Feng waved at Zhong Duanya, and Zhong Duanya immediately became alert. "You can just throw the treasures to me, why do you want me to come over? I'm warning you, if you dare to play any tricks, I'll pierce you with my sword." "Big brother Duanya, how could I dare to play tricks? Your Wu-Tang has so many people here, and you still know how to set up the 13 despicable formation. I definitely won't be able to escape. Aren't I thinking for your sake? If I directly throw out the treasures on me and the other Wu-Tang disciples see them, they'll report it to your sect leader when they get back. At that time, you'll have to hand over all the treasures, and you won't get any benefits. If you come over, I'll secretly give the treasures to you, and these things will belong to you." Qin Feng tempted Zhong Duanya. Zhong Duanya's inverted triangular eyes rolled a few times. In the end, he carried his long sword and walked over to Qin Feng's side. He squatted in front of Qin Feng and placed the long sword against Qin Feng's neck. With a cold expression, he said in a low voice, "Stinking brat, I hope your words are as good as your actions. Otherwise, I'll teach you a lesson. Hurry up and give me the treasures." Zhong Duanya was less than half a meter away from Qin Feng. Qin Feng smiled and put his hand into his clothes, pretending to take something. After a long time, Qin Feng waved his hand, and Wudang's Qingfeng sword was thrown out. When Zhong Duanya saw the orange-grade treasured sword, his eyes immediately widened. He cursed under his breath and pounced towards the Qingfeng sword. "Motherfucker, didn't you say you'd secretly give it to us? Why did you throw it out?" Zhong Duanya ignored Qin Feng, and only had eyes for the Qingfeng sword. Qin Feng flew out after him, and when his palm landed, a raging flame ignited on it. Although the 13 formations of Wu-Tang suppressed Qin Feng's inner qi, it could not suppress the power of this natural fire seed. Bang! Qin Feng's palm landed on Zhong Duanya's back, and the flame instantly ignited Zhong Duanya's clothes, burning half of his body. You're tuning in to the Dreamy Chapters YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.